Yo, people.
Yes, what's going on, people? Welcome back to Monday's editions of Gooners Therapy.
Back with another live stream, live and direct, international break, dusty international break. But we're here, man. Got a lot to talk about.
Road to 1,000. We're now, what is it, 39 off, Dan?
Yeah, I believe.
39 off. 961 now we're on, guys. So smash that like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed already. We've got a lot to touch on. We're going to start off with the whole Gabriel situation. We're going to start off with the actual injury itself, whose fault it is, and then we're going to go into who should start the game on Sunday.
Before we even get onto the fault, what we need to realise is that's a big miss for us, not only defensively but attacking wise as well. Big miss, Gabriel. We missed him last season as well when he was out for a couple of months, I think, man. And he's popped down again. So, yeah, it's not good, man. It's not good at all. Worst timing as well. North London derby coming up. Also, we've got Bayern Munich midweek and then Chelsea next weekend as well. So, if he's out for, I don't know, what they saying, Dan? How long's he out for, mate?
Well, Gabriel, they're not saying it yet. They've not said nothing yet. 1 second, bro.
Yeah, so, yeah, if he's out for a period of time, we've got some hard games coming up. Like I said, we've got Tottenham, we've got Chelsea, we've got Bayern Munich.
So let me just touch on there because I was just doing something to answer your question. Sorry, mate.
Go on.
Yeah, to answer your question about Gabriel, so they've not specified, they've not said nothing yet. Arsenal have not come out and said nothing. I think it'll be Arteta's press conference, and you know how they are with Gabriel. Sometimes they say, "Look, Gabriel, he's going to be, he might play. You know, he hasn't trained and things like that, and then he does play." Gabriel's a warrior, and I'm sure, like I said, if you've got a Gabriel that's 70% fit, for me, you start him in that North London derby. If there's any game you want him playing,
70% fit, you start him. I mean,
I would personally, I would, Dan. You know, with me and you are managers, we'd have different opinions. So,
yeah, personally, I wouldn't. If he's injured, he's injured. Yeah, we don't want to make anything worse. 70%.
I think you want your best players on.
And his last game, let's be honest, a lot of people called him out for the last game as well.
Yeah, look, listen.
He's
had one bad moment all season, and probably in 2 or 3 years. I saw today on Sky Sports that he was fifth. He's the fifth out of all defenders in Europe. He's the fifth defender. That's the fifth least that's had goals from an error, basically. So he hasn't done one of them for like 2 years or something now. So yeah, I mean, he's still by far probably our most important player. The only player I'd say who you could argue is more important is Rice, but for me, they're probably about the same. I think he's been our best player this season. I think he's a leader. He's a warrior. He's got everything you need for that North London derby. Gabriel has. So yeah, for me, I would love for him to start.
Scored in the last season's North London derby as well when we won 1-0, wasn't it him? He scored header.
It was two. When it 2-1 last year.
I don't know. He scored a goal. He scored a goal at Tottenham.
I remember it was a late kickoff. Yeah, he scored against them as well. He scored against them. Look, he scores against Tottenham. He scores in big games, man. Gabriel.
Big miss. And this is when I was talking and I was saying, let's just slow down. Stop getting carried away. Going to win the quadruple. Going to do all this stuff that you've been talking about, Dan. When I said that, I said to you, Yeah, you can't. You're basing all this off of all these players are staying fit. You start getting injuries. It's not looking like the same animal. And we come back to this talk about depth, and we've got such the best depth in the Premier League, and this and that, and this and that. But there's some players in that team that are just not replaceable for me, and he's one of them. No one comes in and comes up to that level of Gabriel.
Exactly. That's why I'd play him still 70% fit. You know, if he's good to go. Steven Gerrard for years was taking injections. Steven Gerrard was playing at 60% fit for a long time. Ben White was doing it for Arsenal. You know, we had no other right back, and Ben White's ruined his own body playing for the shirt, playing for Arsenal. You know, this is what these players do for Arsenal. We've got true warriors playing for us now. But look, let's say he's not going to play, Dan, or only makes the bench, or let's say he's out for a few games. Who would you be starting? You know, you're the manager. Mikel Arteta said, Dan, you can pick the team. Who are you picking for that
I'm the
battle?
manager. It's not going to be Mikel Tell answer me, is it? So yeah, let's get his name out of there for a minute. David speaks football, my guy, man. This is the man we're dealing with over here. You know what I'm saying? Such great depth, but you would still play. Get that on the cover. Get that on
Well,
the.
let me ask you a question. Let me talk about let's talk about Real Madrid in their pomp, right? With one of the best stacked squads, with the
Go.
three-peat, winning the Champions League 3 times in a row. They would still play Ronaldo 70% fit, and so would Messi play. Barcelona play Messi 70% fit, even with the best squads in the world. They would, and that's what Gabriel is to us. He's our most
He's
important
not
player.
our Messi or Ronaldo. He's not fucking in that ilk, Dan. What are you talking about?
But he's our main
Real
player.
Madrid would
So
still play Ronaldo. He's not one. He's not an attacking player. We
it
we
doesn't
should
matter
be
though.
able to
It
do
doesn't matter.
without him
It
if we've
doesn't
got.
matter. Him and Haaland are the two favourites, front runners right now for Player of the Year. And if Arsenal win the Premier League, he'll probably get Player of the Season.
I'm not
So
playing him at 70%. I'm not. I'm not doing
yeah,
it.
look,
I'm
and
not doing.
also the yes, big up DWTT. I'm not sure if you've been on here before, but big yourself up. I like the background. Is that right? Looks good. Yeah,
Right,
man.
right. The reason I support Arsenal, man. Ian Wright, legend.
So go on, Dan. What would your back four be then? So let's just say Gabriel's not playing. Who would you go with?
Who is there other than Mosquera? Who is there other than Mosquera? Are you going
There's
to put
loads.
Calafiori? Are you going to put Calafiori into centre back and then put Lewis Skelly as left back? There's
That
options there, man. But
there's
based on what
Hincap.
I've seen this season, it's going to have to be Mosquera. I'm not putting Hincapia in there. I haven't seen enough of him. Maybe you can. I don't know who we're putting in there, Dan.
I'm
Yeah,
asking who you would put in there, Dan.
I don't know, mate. Mosquera. There you go. There's a name for you.
So,
Mosquera.
but Mosquera, so you put him right centre back and shift to Saliba
Actually,
to the
no, I
left.
wouldn't. If I was the manager right now, I'll be putting Calafiori a left-footed player, balance. I'll put Calafiori centre back and Lewis Skelly left back. That's what I would do personally.
That's exactly what I would do. So I'm glad you said that. That's exactly what I would do. A lot of people are saying Hincapie, he's the one. You know, he's similar to Gabriel and he's aggressive and all of that. And look, I mean, I sort of thought, can you throw him into a North London derby? But this guy's won the league. He's an invincible with Leverkusen. You know, he's played a lot of games. We paid what 50 million or 45 million for him, so it's not like he's just some any guy. So a lot of fans want to see him play. For me personally, I will go with Calafiori. He plays there for Italy, Italian
Yeah,
international.
going
You
forward, I
know,
don't think it's a big threat from Tottenham anyway. They just don't look great going forward. You say they got the best away record in the league, but
exactly. They don't
I
look
watched them
great.
against Tottenham and they was woeful going forward. Yeah, couldn't string three passes together. Cole Mawani's looking like a mess up there. Xavi Simmons underwhelming. It's not the same Tottenham team, man. I think Kulikevski's injured. They ain't got Madison in the centre of the park pulling strings, so it's not really a dangerous Tottenham team going forward, but I'm not going to take them lightly. But that's personally what I would do with the team. But what happened with Calafiori anyway? Because he came back from.
Well, they're reporting that he's definitely 100% fit. So that's some good news at least. You know. Look, I think Lewis Skelly would, because some people would then say, "Oh, Hincapie could go left back, or you know, Calafiori could go left back, and Hincapie could go centre back." For me, Lewis Skelly knows what it means to play in a North London derby. There is a little worry that he could you know, he has been sent off before and made rash decisions. But for me, I would start Lewis Skelly at left back, and I'd get Calafiori in at left centre back. Let us know in the comments.
He was bought as a bloody centre back. That's his
Yeah,
position. Wasn't
no,
bought
and
as left back.
he
That's his
bought him to
position.
he bought it. Yeah, but he bought him to play left back though.
I don't care what he bought him for, Dan. His natural position is a centre back. That should
Yeah,
be our
he's a centre back. Listen, he
that
can
should
do a
be our
job there.
second choice centre back. If Gabriel's injured, it's simple maths. Put Calafiori in as centre back. That's where he started. That's his natural position. Let's get Calafiori in there. But let's just see what your manager does, because all this squad depth that everyone's talking about, when these decisions, big decisions, needs to be made, let's see how good he is at managing the squad and making these tough decisions. That's his job. That's what he's getting paid.
Yeah, listen, I 100% agree, but it doesn't matter what team he chooses. It's about the result, you know, because the result determines whether he made the right choice or not. But Mosquera, I think, is the most likely right now. It seems to me, because Mosquera, what game was it? Gabriel didn't play against Brighton in the League Cup, did he? He went, or who was the other team? Port Vale. It was Mosquera and Saliba, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So for me, I think that's what he'll go with. But you know, Hincapié is actually more experienced than Mosquera, or maybe they're about the same. Or
experienced in what? Not in the Premier League. What?
No, I know, but yeah, but he's won it. He just that he's won a league title. You know, yeah, but look, Mosquera is good as well. And look, I would go with Calafiori, like you said. Let us know in the comments, guys, in the chat. It's very slow today. What's going on, man? We ain't got many of our regulars here. Maybe it's because we come on late. We have to apologize for coming on late. Dan was sorting
international
something
break
out.
as well, isn't it, man?
International break, all of that we know. But yeah, big up everyone who is here, and hopefully it picks up in the meantime. And if you are new watcher, please smash that subscribe button, get us up to the 1K. Right, Dan, now we're going to talk about the injury itself, because I think me and you, we've had a little bit of a back and forth in the group chat. So with the injury, the Gabriel injury, like, you know, we'll touch on all of the injuries after, but on this specific moment, because there's a lot of Arsenal fans in debate, I did a video. I don't know if did you see my video, Dan, the short I did?
No.
Okay, so I've done a video and I said, you know, as soon as the news broke, I've done a little video on it. And a lot of people.
You done a video today you're talking about?
No, I did it when the news broke. So you've seen that one. And what I said in it after, I said like who I think we should play. I said Calafiori and Skelly, all of that. Then after that, I said, look, I know what's going to happen. The Arteta out fans are going to somehow turn this onto Mikel Arteta, when for me, it's just impossible to do that when it happened playing for his national team. I know it was at the Emirates, but that's about as close as it was to Mikel Arteta to being anything to do with him. It's his friendly game against Senegal. Look, whether he wanted to play or Ancelotti wanted him to play, I don't know. I don't know if the club could have stopped any of that. I've got no idea, man. But for me, it's simply,
as Dave says in the comments there, this man's got a history of overplaying players and running them into the ground, burning them out, pushing players on the field when they're injured. Thomas Partey, I know you remember that. The man's injured. He's pushing him onto the pitch, man. Disgraceful behaviour. But yeah, for me, when the news broke that Gabriel was injured, a light bulb didn't hit my head and say, oh yeah, that's Arteta's fault. But yeah, in hindsight, when you look back at it, have there been games where Gabriel could have come off? Even more so, Gabriel was injured for over 2 months last season, serious injury. So it's about managing the squad. So bringing him on against Port Vale, ridiculous stuff. Yeah, Port Vale. I'll say that again. Port Vale has brought him on. 5-1 up against Leeds. There's a chance to take him off as well. You've got Mosquera. You've got these.
Well, I've got to cut in there, because the Port Vale one, fair enough. I get that totally. I get your point on that. Whether that's like added to him getting injured, I'm not so sure about that.
But wear and tear, just like
no. But listen. You're saying Leeds. So you're saying from the second game, that was our first home game of the season. Second game of the season after United. So you think after the second game of the season, you need to be not? No, Dan. I'm sorry, mate.
I did not say that. I'm saying I'm giving you examples of where he could have been rested.
But that is a terrible example, Dan.
From an injury, it's a terrible example. For a man that had a serious injury, it's not.
No, it's not, bro. Because he's back from the injury.
Debut to Mosquera. How about that?
No. Why would he do that against Leeds?
Yeah, and then what was the other one that happened?
No, listen, Dan.
At the beginning of the season.
Dan, let me finish. Dan, let me finish. Right, let me finish. When you're playing football and you have a pre-season and that, you're never at your best straight away. It takes a bit of time. So for you to be saying that we should rest one of our main players,
All
a
right,
centre
forget
back.
that. Forget the Leeds game, start of the season. Slavia Prague, 3-0 up.
Okay, Slavia Prague. Slavia Prague. Did he play the whole 90?
He did.
You sure? You sure?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure about that. I've done my fact check and Slavia
Okay,
Prague.
well that's where he could have taken him off that game. I'll give you that one for 10 or 15 minutes or whatever it was. Don't forget, we were also going for records at that point as well, right? In the club's history.
Madrid,
And
4-0
also,
up.
yeah, I don't think you take him off in the Champions League. I don't think Gabriel would like that either. You're 4-0 up and you're coming off. Anyway, look, I'm going to get you some. I've got some stats here now. Dad, how do I add it to the screen? Just my two little things that I've got up on there.
Have you not put it down? Have you not put it down on here yet?
What do you mean?
At the bottom where it says present and invite. You ain't put it on there, no?
No, where is it? Where's present and invite? Just talk me through it quickly.
I'll get your dusty facts up, man. Send it to my phone. I'll get them up for you, bro.
No, it's here on my laptop, innit, bro? Just show me how to do it quickly, man.
Where you see at the bottom, it says present and invite, Dan.
Yeah.
And then you just select image file.
Oh, is it? What? I can't show like what the other page I'm on, the other browser I'm on. Share screen, innit? Yeah.
Share screen. Do that.
Press share screen, yeah. Innit? Right. Share screen, yeah.
Big up Gooners. Oh yes, Char, mate. My guy.
Right, I'm gonna let's add Charlie because I want him to see this as well. One sec.
Let me sort it out, Dan.
I'm in.
Charles, I want you to see this as well, yeah? One sec. Right. Charles, I want you to see this as well because we're debating the... Yeah, you're in. We're debating the Gabriel injury, right?
Wait, one sec. Let me put up.
Go on, mate. Right. Dan, I'm going to share the screen, yeah?
Go on.
Let me put my seatbelt on. I think he's injured. Oh, didn't it? There's no signal, and then I'll be sweet. Right, we good?
Yeah, we're good,
yes,
bro.
Sure, mate. Whilst Dan's trying to present the screen, I'm going to
Sorry,
go
man, I was in a place
right now about that happening. But yeah.
Wait, let me do this thing. Right, yeah, go on.
We got there in the end,
Can you
Char,
see
mate.
me?
We're just debating this.
Oh, can you see it, Dan?
No, I can't see nothing, bro.
No. One sec, bro.
See what?
He's trying to get some stats up that he's done to take into his court case when he's defending Arteta.
Wait. But do you think he's actually injured?
Who, Gabriel?
Yeah, do you think he's injured or do you think it's one of them ones where he thought, you know what, I got North London Derby, let me pull up here?
That's a good point.
Yeah, you know, it is a good point.
Because I'm telling you now, I've seen...
Dan, what do I go to, Dan, when it says select?
Calafiori pulled out with the fatigue, let's say. Yeah, he knows what's the point in playing in these, mate. We've got North London Derby, and I think Gabriel... I read earlier that Arsenal are assessing ahead of the Tottenham game. Yeah,
look,
so for me,
Dan.
Can you see it now? Yeah.
Add it to the stage when you're on the bit that you want to show up your stats, mate.
How do I add it to the stage, bro?
Sorry, Char, mate. We're in a court case to defend Arteta right now.
No, go on. You know what? I'll just read them out because it's not coming up, bro. I'll just read them out, right? But so basically, last season, right? Van Dijk, yeah. Van Dijk last season, Virgil van Dijk was not substituted in any match during the 2024-25 season. He was an unused sub in only two matches, the League Cup against West Ham and the League Cup against Brighton. That was it. And he played all 37. He played 37 out of 38 games. That's Van Dijk when Liverpool won the Premier League, right? Listen, John Terry's last title win in 2015 was on May 24, 2015 in the Premier League. And guess what? He didn't get sub once, and John Terry played all 38 games and they won the Premier League. That's just two off the top of my head.
What was Van Dijk's injury record at the start of last season, end of last season? He played all games before, but the season before, was he out for 2 months of a serious injury, Dan? No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
What was he out with?
He was. The year before is when they fell off and he was injured, mate. Van Dijk's got injury. Van Dijk's got injury problems. He's always had them. He was out for the whole season, one of them, mate. So don't say Gabriel ain't got injury problems. John Terry, all 38 games, Chelsea's last title, he played. Your centre backs, they play every single game. If you went and checked Sol Campbell, it would be the same thing. Rio Ferdinand, and you're sitting here saying Gabriel should be rested.
This is why I'm saying this, because our injury record is the worst in the Premier League. Last season that you keep.
Last season it was only last season.
Let me finish.
Because people like David, they don't know what they're talking about.
In the Premier League last season, bro, was because of all of these injuries. Yeah, our injury record underneath this manager is disgusting. So there has to be questionable.
Only last season. Only last season.
Yeah, but
it is because the season we got to 89 points. We hardly had any injuries. Yeah. We hardly had any injuries.
No one was injured.
And the year before, it was only Saliba was the big one. So this is the first season we've had. Last season was the first season.
Dan, you said it to me before that you could have blamed Arteta last season for the injury. So why are you changing up your tune now?
No, I said last season. Yes, last season. Not this season.
Boys, if you look...
Not Gabriel, sorry. This in particular, Gabriel.
I think it's
Charlie, look, are you blaming Arteta? Are you blaming Arteta for Gabriel's injury?
I'm not blaming him for the injury. I'll tell you why. Like, obviously, listen, there's times when I'm sitting there with 4-0 up, and I used to do it with Wenger. I've always done it because even when you guys play Football Manager, yeah, you go 4-0 up, right? You got Thierry Henry. You bring him off with 70. After 70, bring him off. What's the point of risking injury, right? So I would do things like that. And listen, Arteta never does it. Wenger never done it. Mate, people don't do it with Ronaldo, with Messi. They just don't do it. I don't know why. I think they feel like you need to keep playing to avoid injury, right? I don't get it. But obviously, when I used to play Football Manager, I'd make the changes, mate. I'd be like, we're 4-0 up. I'm bringing off Henry. Do you know what I mean? That's what you do. So, but our injury record is terrible, right? It is terrible. This season, shocking already. Last season was shocking. However, like I said, when we went to the studio the other week, yeah, I said my biggest worry was Declan Rice, yeah? And then obviously a few people said Gabriel. My biggest thing was Declan Rice. With Gabriel, I'm going to be honest, he's brilliant. He's great, yeah? Right? But he got basically bullied the other day against Sunderland. I think Gabriel got bullied, yeah? When we played Newcastle, he pretended he got fouled. He got done by that Voldemort, whatever his name is, whatever that guy's name is up top, right? I'm not that worried. Yeah, I'm not. Honestly, yeah, I think you got Hincapi that can come in. You got Calafiori that can come in if he's not fit, and you put someone else left back. For me, I'm not that worried. And if we want to talk about blaming Arteta, the geezer played Saliba full 90 or whatever it was in that Carling Cup game away to Port Vale. Saliba, yeah, right. So if anything, Saliba ain't got injured. Do you know? I know he got injured at the start of the season, but he ain't got injured now. So it's all about luck, man. I can't be blaming him for that. I'm not his biggest fan. I'm not. I think he's doing a good job, but I think this season, for me, this season's make or break. Like I've said many a times. But I'm not going to blame him for the injuries. I can't blame him for that. I can blame him for other things.
I'm not blaming him for the injury, Charles. What I'm saying is there's opportunities. Do you understand? How many times we've been here before and I'm saying Saka? Why is Saka? Do you think Saka should be playing 90 minutes?
No, he shouldn't. And that's why this is the other thing.
Yes, right now, Saka was injured. He's just come back from an injury. You want to get 90 minutes in there. No, you do.
Used to piss me off. Even England.
I was glad he played
we go away for friendlies, yeah? We go to friendlies for England. Saka and Rice are both getting full 90s every time. I'm like, it's a fucking friendly, mate. But then you'll see Phil Foden and that not playing the full 90s. And then this is when City were winning things. They would be bringing off the Fodens and that, and the fucking Arsenal's top players are playing 90 minutes. It winds me up. Do you know what I mean? Like, Gabriel's got injured. He weren't injured in an Arsenal game. Was injured in a Brazil game. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of them things, man. But again, the geezer spent £1 billion. I know Dan says it ain't. It's 700 mil or whatever he says. It's £1 billion he spent, right? So as far as I'm concerned,
but the season ain't over yet,
he's got a squad. Deal with it, mate. We've got two quality players that can step in for Gabriel that are left-footed and can play left centre-back. It's not like before when you got a Pablo Mari stepping in. We've actually got Calafiori or Hincapi that can step in there. I don't. For me, it's not a big worry.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what like people are getting twisted. I ain't saying I'm worried, and if we lose, it's because of Gabriel or anything like that. He's a miss, and that's it. We've got the squad
from our attacking threat going forward. That's my main concern. Defensively, I'm not that concerned. But being that he's so important to us in that box from set pieces and all of that,
yeah. Right.
It's a big miss, mate.
This Dan is where you can. Dan, this is where you can blame Arteta, yeah, because right. I said it the other week. People used to keep the grass. Like if we played a team away, they wouldn't wet the grass. They'd be like, let's keep the grass dry. Arsenal can't play football. Now they're moving hoardings closer to the pitch so we can't take long throws. That is what Arteta's done to Arsenal. He's changed us from being a great footballing side to all teams are worried about is our set pieces. And the main threat from our set pieces...
That's definitely not all they're worried. That's not all they're worried about, bro. I can tell you that now.
That's what they're worried about now. People used to dry the pitch, bro. Playing sexy football. Now they're bringing hoardings closer to the pitch. That's a fact.
Yeah, but
crazy
listen.
stuff.
Yeah, but listen, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. What's that supposed to mean?
That means they're scared of our set plays. They're not really bothered about us playing football. Let's have it right.
Well, I think they are, because the 2 goals we scored against Sunderland were both from great football and great goals.
Right. So, no. The second goal was a Trossard screamer from outside the box. That has nothing to do with anything.
And the first goal was from Sunderland, fucking hell, mate.
It doesn't matter though. And Marino got the ball and played it to Saka, and he finished it brilliantly.
Oh, come on, Dan.
And the Trossard goal was great football and a great build-up play, and then he stuck it in the top corner. You can't ask for much better than that. Teams are so scared of us that they sit and put 10 behind the ball and give away a load of corners to us.
But they used to do that when we
listen. I don't care. They've always done that. Play this expansive football under fucking Wenger and get pumped 4 and 5-0. Now we don't. Now we do the pumping.
No, that was towards the end when we didn't have a defense. We used to
play
the
last 10 years.
It was the last. Get pumped because we didn't have the defense, mate.
We did, but we'd still get pumped.
We didn't.
Yes, we did get pumped.
What
for
you
the
think?
Last 10 years. For the last 10 years,
pumped, but we didn't have the defense. You give Arsene Wenger a solid defense, right? We don't get pumped.
Yeah, but he didn't write the bad defenders then, did he? And Koscielny was one of the best at one point. Vermaelen was a good defender as well. Koscielny was one of the best in the league.
All right, does Koscielny over Vermaelen?
No, but Arteta's built this defense. So Wenger couldn't build a defense.
But if we got
Wenger built one good. Wait, Wenger built one good defense in his whole thing there. Campbell and a free and Kolo Toure. Yeah, and Ashley Cole was from the academy. And Lauren. That's the only defense. The one in 98 and 2002 was George Graham's defense. And all the rest of them after that, the best they done was finish 4th, right? So
we had Lehman in goal. Listen, right, we had Lehman in goal. Wenger, Lauren right back. Wenger. Campbell got on a free. Cole was through the academy, and then we had Kolo Toure.
But anyway, I don't know where we're going with this, Charles. Because are you going to care if we win the Premier League at the end of the season? Are you going to care that Sunderland brought the hoardings on against
Graham as well, because they actually won titles? Your Arteta ain't done that yet. You talk like he's done it already.
My thing is,
I didn't say he had done it.
Look, my biggest issue here is that I'm not one of them guys that going over the Emirates going, oh, Arteta out, blah blah. Mate, he's done great. The squad he's built is great, but how can anyone say he's like unbelievable manager? Yeah, he's not won nothing. He won that FA Cup, and you say it was him. I'm saying he stepped in and won that with someone else's team, which he did. Since he's built his own team, we've come close, but we haven't won anything. Do you know what I mean? And until we win something, he hasn't got that credibility. Do you know what I mean? You've got to win. People back Guardiola when he goes through bad spells and that, and when he makes dodgy decisions, because he's been there, mate. He's won it all. Same as Wenger when he used to do it. Ferguson. This
story is boring. We all know that. No Arsenal's fan, he doesn't become a great manager until he wins. We all know that. I don't know. I don't even know why we're discussing this. We're discussing the Gabriel injury, which clearly is not Arteta's fault. Even the way he got injured,
that's not his fault.
It's not like it's a reoccurring injury, but that's what we're discussing. You know,
Look, you
I
got
know.
Messi. Look,
The whole
Messi,
thing,
Ronaldo playing 50
You got Dan
finals.
here, Joel. You got
11
Dan here saying he should have arrested him in the second game of the season against Leeds. I've just
I
showed you
didn't
John
say
Terry.
that. Don't put words in my mouth, Dan.
You did
come
say
up
that.
with your big statement.
You did say that.
Where could he have rested him then, Dan? I gave
Exactly.
you examples.
You said Leeds and Forest. They were like our first 3 games of the season.
Madrid. I gave you Atletico
No.
Madrid was another example. 4-0 up. Well, we was trying to chase records then. Yeah.
Also, though, like how many? Look,
I gave you
I
Slavia
can
Prague.
guarantee you. Sergio,
Yeah,
do you think
I gave you
Sergio Ramos?
examples of him
Do
bringing in someone against Port Vale, bringing him on against Port Vale.
Sergio Ramos, Van Dijk, Maldini? Do you
About
think these
Ramos
players?
and Van Dijk, these are people that won titles and that. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but do you think they came off? Do you think they came off for the last 10 minutes of these big games in the
100%
Champions
in some
League?
games they did.
No,
What,
they didn't.
No, they didn't. We know that
They
for a
didn't.
fact, Dan.
I've just got up to you that Van Dijk, the best defender in the world last season, when Liverpool won the title, did not get subbed once, and he started every Premier League game.
Yeah, I wanna
The only
cross-check
2
that.
games
You know
that he
what
didn't
those
play in.
facts
Bruv, I've got it here. I'll share it with the screen, bro.
Let's just,
John Terry
we
in
can touch on-
2015
we can touch on the fact
played
that that's
all
cool, but
38 games.
in this day and age, there's a lot. Yeah, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, in this day and age, yeah,
Every one
there's
of
no
us would
rest.
be
The players
fuming
play
if
every
he-
summer.
if
There's
he
more
took-
competitions. There's more
if
games
he
and
start
competitions.
Gabriel.
Bro, we've got about 30 defenders.
But you can't compare players now. Like, you can't compare now to 2015 because there's about 30 more games a season for players now than there was in 2015.
No, there's not, Cho. 2015,
Do you know
the
what I
same
mean?
trophies were there.
There
Cho, what are
is
you talking about?
international.
The same trophies were there. The same tournaments were all there, bro. What are you on about?
There's an international break every
There's
fucking
two more.
month.
There's 2 more extra games in the Champions League, and that is it. So there's 2 more games potentially. That is it, mate. So I don't know where you're getting that from.
And then how many extra international games are there?
You could go through. You could go through.
I know Gabriel ain't in Nations League, but
they used to play
you've got all these
friendlies.
other
Then
competitions.
Charles, you could go through all the leagues in the history of teams that win
Of course
leagues.
they did, but not as many.
The companies, the Roy Keanes, the Vieiras, these players, they played every game. Simple as that. That's it. Like you said,
I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's a lot more games in this day and age. You've had professional footballers.
It's not LMA manager. You know what I mean? There's not. But
you've had Rodri. You've had Rodri, mate. You've had Rodri come out himself, and a number of footballers coming out saying we've got way too many games now, and he's right. Players play a lot more than 10, 15 years ago, Dan.
Not maybe 1 or 2.
It's a fact.
It's not 1 or 2, Dan.
Like, I'll prove it. No, I can prove it. It is a fact, boys. I'll prove it to you. I'll prove it to you. I'll prove it to you.
More games than they ever did.
No. All right. Let's say in the last 10 years.
You spend your day getting every fixture.
Listen, let me tell you now. Let me tell you now. In 2015, it was the same games, right? The only difference is now there's 2 extra games in the Champions League. So they're playing 2 extra games a year. That is it.
International friendlies, Dan.
International friendlies, they've always been there. They've always been there. Nations League replaces
international
friendlies.
competitions.
It replaces friendlies.
All right,
we didn't play in the Club World Cup.
There's more teams qualifying for World Cups.
Let me get some facts.
There's more teams that qualify for World Cup. Euros, there's more groups now. There's more groups, there's more games. That's more games in the World Cup. The competitions have grown. More teams are in and more games, mate.
Let me read out some chats now from the boys because
people are playing 60 games a season, Dan. They never used to play 60, mate. You'd be lucky to play 48.
Listen, I'm telling you, 2015 wasn't that long ago, bro. It was 10 years ago. It's been like this for ages, bro. Right? And Van Dijk last season, right? Same amount of games. Yeah. Van Dijk played every single game for Liverpool, did not get substituted in one. Not in the Champions League, not in the Premier League. He played every minute, yeah? So there you go, right? A guy with an injury record as well. You play your best players. If he didn't play and we conceded, or he brought him off when we were 2-0 up, we conceded 2 goals, Arteta would be getting lynched. Let me tell you that now. Anyway, top left geezer, big yourself up calling out that smug-looking negative fake. James Blunt blokes after a wait a spell. I guess you're talking about Aaron. Big yourself up, Nathan. Thanks for joining us here on the show, my bro. Aaron talks bollocks. I love that. I like that one, bro. I like that one. Luca talks bollocks. Well, Luca, I think Luca must have been messing about when he said we ain't got Gabriel for 3 games. We can't win the league. I'm sensing there was a bit of sarcasm there. Big up everyone. Big up BT Slim. If you haven't, make sure you like and subscribe. Guys,
Because
guys.
I don't even know if he's injured.
Yeah, look, guys.
The guys in the chat know as well. I don't know if he's injured.
At the start of the stream, we were on 960 subs, so we're only 40 away from 1,000. Let's try and get us there before the North London derby, because I know we're going to get there after that, because me and Dan are going to be out making content from early. Yeah, man. So big everyone up in the chat
as well. What you keep talking about context. What other defenders has Liverpool got? Have they got 30 defenders like Arsenal of a decent level? They've got absolutely who they got?
They've still got a few, ain't they? Who's their centre backs last year?
Him and Konate, and apart from that was makeshift Joe Gomez in that coming.
Joe Gomez, who's played like in league title wins. Joe Gomez, who's the other one?
There's another centre back. I
can't remember his name. Yeah, but still though, Van Dijk still played all the games though. Yeah, who is it? It's gone out of my head.
Do you know what? Whereas, to be fair, I'm not. Like I said earlier, I'm not worried about the defence. Right, we got enough to cover that.
Yeah, and like I said, Dan, I haven't blamed Arteta for this Gabriel injury. I'm questioning his management, not of just Gabriel, other players. That's it. He can take them off sometimes. And
look, listen, I know I'm not denying Arteta's not done that, and I ain't been frustrated like with Saka and things like that. It's happened. All the managers do it, right? And they'll have their reasons. But what I'm saying is that this season, in that Gabriel particular injury, I can't blame Arteta for that. Listen, if we continue to get all these injuries throughout this whole season, then I'm going to turn around and go, listen, Arteta, the doctors, all of these people, the physios, all of them, or the training methods, there's something. Because I remember Liverpool.
To be fair, even before Arteta, we've had this problem with injuries.
We have.
Do you remember? I don't know if Arteta's done it because I can't really think. Right, I can't think right now. Do you remember back in the day when we had like Wenger and that? If certain teams, national teams, would go, because obviously England have been to a few semis and that, like, and Saka got injured last year, didn't he? He's got injured. Like, he's been injured a few times. Do you remember? I'm sure that back in the day, if we had international players that went far in competitions, Wenger would give them a few weeks like to get back. So you notice the first few games of the season, our top players might not be playing if they went far in them international competitions, didn't they? I don't think Arteta does that. I think they're straight back in.
Dan, LB had already called out for he'd already asked, he was on his show, innit? He'd already asked him for the raid, innit? So
say no more.
But yeah, next time. Tomorrow maybe, innit? I've just put it up on my WhatsApp status. Yeah, anyway, so the North London derby, lads. Like, Charles, I asked Dan this question. Me and Dan have both gone with the same. Me and Dan have both said if Gabriel was back, no, not scoreline. We both said our back. We both said our back four would be. We've both gone for. Yeah, hey Charles, I just secured my ticket. So if the other one comes through, it's yours, bro.
It needs to be mine, bro.
Charles, yeah. So obviously, I've said I'll put Calafiori.
Dan, my cousin ain't going. He's selling it. My cousin's selling these. He sits next to me in it. Shall I find out how much he wants?
Find out. Dan will love it. Yeah.
Bro.
All right.
So anyway, what was I going to say? So let's say Gabriel ain't playing. What would your back four be on Sunday against Tottenham? Biggest game of the season.
Right back Timber. Centre back, obviously Saliba.
Might as well do the whole team gone.
Do you know what? I'd go. I'd go centre back. I'd go Saliba and I'd go Calafiori, I think, and then I'd go Skelly.
That's
left
exactly
back only because
so you and Dan have gone with the same back four.
Mate, he's a North London boy. Do you know what I mean?
Let us know in the comments, guys. Let us know. Would you start Mosquera, Calafiori, or in Hapke?
The reason I wouldn't start, listen, I think Mosquera's blinding, but I want the left-footed centre back next to Saliba. Do you know what I mean? I think it works better. So I'd go left-footed centre back. Has to be Calafiori, and I'd go Skelly left back because he will be buzzing for that game. Do you know what I mean? Like he's grown up for that. Then obviously midfield, I'll go. It'll have to be the three of it'll be Eze in the 10. I'd have obviously
Odegaard might be
Wright
back, don't mind
and
you.
Zubi. Is Odegaard back?
He might be.
Do you know what? See, Thomas Frank likes to do 5 at the back. Like when he plays away from home against top teams, he likes to play defensive, innit? Yeah. So he'll go with that 5 at the back thing against us. If it was an old Spurs and it was open, I'd play Eze, yeah. But if they're doing that deep 5 at the back and trying to hit us on the counter, I think Odegaard's better suited. But if Odegaard ain't available, yeah, well, he won't be from the start anyway. So I'm going Eze in a 10. Obviously, Trossard has to play on the left because the geezer's been blinding me. I ain't always been his biggest fan, but right now I can't fault him. Do you know what I mean? He's been top. Saka on the right, and then what's the injury news on the strikers?
Just if
I don't know.
If everyone's fit, I think Gyökeres might be back. Havertz might be back.
If everyone's fit, Gyökeres starts. If not, then it's going to have to be fucking Marino, innit? But not that I want him to start up top.
Do you think Havertz could be back? Do you think
if Havertz could be back, then I don't know. But if they're all back, I'm going Gyökeres anyway. Just because I feel it's a bit, something different. And then you could bring Havertz on. Like, you know what I mean? If you want to pump the ball into the box for a header and that, bring Havertz on. So I'd start Gyökeres. I think the Sunderland game actually, as much as people have been on his back and that, and I've been one of them about his goal scoring record, I think it does made us, you see the difference, mate. Them runs, dragging people out of positions and that, like 100%. You actually do see the difference the geezer makes. So
I think Gyökeres, I see him getting a big goal against Tottenham, man.
Oh, get out of there, man.
If he plays...
Do you not see it, Dan?
So many games about this Gyökeres guy. I can see him.
He got 2 big goals against Atletico, bro.
Bro.
I can see this. Do you know what? He had the Atletico game. He was having a blinder against.
Listen to this.
I'll put money on him to score that game. I'll put £100.
All right, I'm not saying that he won't, but listen to this. Listen to this fact about Gyökeres. Gyökeres playing against Spurs in Romero and Van de Ven is one of the best centre backs pairings he's come up against in his life. That's the level we're talking about. That's a fact. Yeah. Best centre-back pair he's come up against in his whole career. Big fact.
Not in his whole career. He played against Man City last year.
Who was their defenders in that game, Dan?
I don't know. Diaz, Stones, Gabriel.
That was injured, bro.
He's played against us in the Champions League as well, mate. So there you go.
Okay, exactly. That's one of the best centre-back pairings that he's come up against in his career. Yes or no? Top 5. Well, who else has he come up against?
Well, he's played in the Champions League. I don't know who he played against for Sweden and stuff. I don't know, but they're good centre-backs.
One of the best centre-back pairings he's come up against in his career. That's a fact, Dan. That's it.
For most players, that's probably the case. They're a very good centre-back partnership. That's the best thing about Tottenham.
How many goals they conceded this year?
Not many. I think.
How many goals they conceded?
I'll have to get it up. I think they were like. I think they're quite low. I think they're quite low. I think they're like 8 or something like that. Big up everyone in the chat right now. Listen, Nathan, I like this, bro. Stop questioning why a player comes on. There's reasons behind it, which we probably don't understand. Just stop. Look, there's always reasons, This is what I do always say, but we're here to make YouTube content and talk about it. But look, 9 times out of 10, there are probably reasons that the managers have or the physios have, or for a reason they want to get a player on. Like Charlie said, sometimes you keep playing to keep the fitness, to keep going. Big up everyone. Please smash that like button for us. Smash that like button. Yeah, 10 to you. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers. We will really, really appreciate it. We are here live on Gooners Therapy. Not sure what's happened to Charlie, but we've got myself, Positive Dan.
He's out and about.
He's out and about. He's in the car. Positive Dan and Gooners and Negative Dan, or Realist Gooner, whatever you want to say. Dan, right. So the Arsenal game prediction, because we're going to move on to Manchester City and Newcastle next. Prediction for
on to Semenyo. We need to talk about that Semenyo as well, man. I don't know. I'm going for Arsenal 2-1. Even if I've got it in my head that it might be a draw, I can't do that against Tottenham, man. Seriously, it's 2-1 Arsenal. That's what I'm going for. I see a win, but I won't be surprised if we get a draw. But 2-1 Arsenal, that's what I'm going for.
All right, I'm going for
as easy as people think it's going to be. That's what I believe. I don't think it's going to be that big.
I'm going for 3-0. Early goal, crowd going crazy. 2-3, done. Big game. Big 3 points. We'll touch on the Semenyo, but first let's go with do you think Newcastle, who are really underperforming this season,
Man City are going to slap them down. I checked out the stats the other day. Man City.
You thought there was a chance this Newcastle team could potentially take over Arsenal, and they had a better team than us and all of that.
Stop talking shit, Dan. What are you talking about? They had a better season than us. They was better than us last season.
And you said the attack was about the same, and the midfield
was better than us last season, Dan. Their attack, because they had Isaac, they had Gordon, they had Murphy doing stuff on the right. What are we talking about here? Was our attack better than their last season with Havertz, Martinelli, and Saka?
I would still take that attack over that. Yeah, I would.
You would still take that over Gordon, Isaac, who was balling out of control. Come on, Dan. And then the midfield was questionable as well because they got Gomes, Joe Linton, and fucking Tonali.
Yeah, but they've still got them.
Odegaard was stinking out the gaff last season. Their midfield was potentially better than ours last season.
No,
on paper, based on performances.
That midfield's 14th in the league right now. So I think it was getting
what did they do last season?
I think it was getting very overhyped. Did Newcastle
have a better season than us last season? Yes or no, Dan?
In the Premier League, no, but they won a Carabao Cup.
I'm just saying, overall, did they have a better season than us?
I don't know. It's a tough one. Fifth
off a bit, man.
Fifth and a Carabao Cup. Second,
got Champions League. We just got Champions League. That's it. But they got a trophy on top of that, Dan. Come on now, Newcastle we're talking about. Champions League football.
Yeah, but listen, the fact is you were scared they could take us over Newcastle.
I didn't say take us over.
Yeah, you did. You did. You said they could fit. You said they could. We had a bet. We had a bet that they would finish above us
last season. Oh, in the league,
they were going to. Yeah, you thought they were going to finish above us.
It was down to the last game, man.
It went down to the last game. It went down to the last game. It went down to the last game. But that's just excuses now.
All right, Dan.
At the end of the day, Newcastle, you were rating Newcastle a lot. The 14th in the table.
They had a better season than us last season. That's it. They did. They won a trophy and got Champions League.
And you thought they had a better team as well, though, but which is mad.
Let me ask Charlie, mate. Charlie, mate.
Yeah.
Did Newcastle have a better season than Arsenal last season, mate?
Did Newcastle have a better season than Arsenal?
Yeah.
100%.
Thank you. A man that could just.
I'll tell you why. They won their first trophy in like 50
years. Yeah, of course, because it was their first trophy in 70 years.
And
they qualified. They qualified for the Champions League, same as us, right? Yeah, they won a trophy and they qualified for the Champions League, same as us. Yeah, they had a better season.
I would argue that our season was better because we got to the Champions League semi-final.
Why?
We got to the Champions League semi-final. We finished second. I don't know, man. I think I'd rather that for Arsenal than go out.
Dan. I think
go out of the group. Go out of the group stage. They went out of the group stage.
I think it shows growth. Yeah, I think that shows growth. Right? It shows growth for Arsenal, isn't it? But
listen, what we're debating is that Dan said that that like Newcastle had a better team than us last year, isn't it? And I'm saying that team now, this team everyone was raving about, their midfield three, it was way overrated. The whole team was overrated. Eddie Howe was overrated, and now the 14th. They don't get no pressure. No one even talks about it because they ain't a big club. You know what I mean? They think they're a big club.
I think they're a sleeping giant, man. Do you know what I mean? They could be. They will be.
Giant. They've never won. They've got about one. If they even won a league title in their history, Newcastle.
I said a sleeping giant. Trust me.
Yeah, they've got great fans. They've got great fans. Well, look, I'm not being funny. They're 14th in the league. Eddie Howe's job ain't even on. No one's talking about it. The 14th, mate. That's a disgrace. All that money spent. 14th in the league. That's disgrace.
What do you mean all that money spent?
They've spent loads of money, mate. At least 400 or 500 mil. Yeah, bro. How much do you think these players cost?
No, yeah, but what's that money?
That whole team's a new team. From Steve Bruce, don't think these players. Gamirez was 60 mil. Yeah, Gordon was what, 50, 60 mil. They're all 50 million pound players, a lot of them.
Right. So hang on, let me just put this to you. So
Isaac, how much was he? 60 mil.
All right, cool. But they sold him. But they literally, so they've spent, let's say he spent, how long has Eddie Howe been there now? 3 years. I think 3 years, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Cool. So he's
got them back to where they were when he took over, 14.
No, he hasn't. He's won a trophy with them, Dan.
Oh yeah, I know he's won a trophy. Yeah, I'm just I know.
And he's at the back of the Champions League. Like let's have it right.
That's massive for Newcastle.
Let's have it.
Where are they in the league now? They're
Let's
14th
scrap
in
that
the league.
first FA. Let's scrap that
So they're
first FA
going,
Cup.
they're going backwards because they ain't going to finish in the
If we-
top 5 this year.
How do you know
They've
that?
gone backwards because they're 14th, bro. So they ain't going to. There's too many good teams now.
What are they, 4 points off top 4? Fucking
No,
hell,
they ain't
it's
4
not that
points. They're
bad.
probably
Yeah,
about,
but wait,
they're probably about 10
also,
points
the
off.
thing is,
They're
the thing is,
closer
the
to the
financial
bottom.
fair play thing. The financial fair play, like we got to like actually discuss it. As fucks Newcastle, right? Because City never had that. They could do what they want. Yeah, you have to show you're earning a certain amount. Your income's a certain amount, right? Arsenal generate worldwide 10, 15, 20 times probably the amount of Newcastle, right? So Newcastle, even though they've spent whatever, they're on a budget, really. That's why they had to sell Isaac. They had to. You heard it in the summer, mate. They had to sell a big player, right? Because financial fair play. In that space of time, working to a budget without the income that we have, that guy has won a trophy. Now, the bottom line is we can, we do great. We come second in the league, blah, blah, blah.
652 million they have spent since the takeover,
Yeah.
right? So Arteta had spent 700 million last year and everyone expected him to win the league. They've spent 650 million. So don't tell me Newcastle ain't spent money. They've spent they have spent 652 million, right? In 3 years.
Arteta hasn't had to sell one big player. He's not had to sell any of his top
And
players.
who have they sold apart from Isaac?
Who was their best player?
Him, but have they sold anyone else?
He was their best player.
I know. Have they sold anyone else?
I don't know. Not none of their best players, no. But
Exactly.
but none of their
That's
players are as good as Arsenal's players. That you're comparing us to Newcastle.
No, what do you mean? But Dan said they had a better team than us last season. His word.
They've won.
Listen. He said not they had a better season. He said they had a better team. He said their attack and their midfield was better than ours.
Hey, Charles, see the front three they had last season of Isaac, Gordon, and who was they playing on the right? Murphy. Against our front three, which at that time was Havertz, Martinelli, and Saka. Is it debatable, yes or no? Because after Saka, what we doing?
I'd say the only one you'd swap is Saka, wouldn't you? The other two they'd start for Arsenal ahead of the other.
So their front line was better than us, and then our midfield last season.
Here's a good question.
I wouldn't have Gordon over Martinelli.
We watched it together, right?
No.
Dan, me and you watched this game together, right? Do you think if we was in a cup final against Liverpool, we would have done to them what Newcastle done to them? They absolutely went at them from the start, right? We would have sat back on the edge of our box like we do at Anfield for 90 minutes and hope to catch Newcastle.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Because
no. But what do we do to them teams at home? What do we do to the teams at home? Because I remember beating Liverpool 3-1, smoking them. This is my point.
This is my point. If you let me finish, my point is we don't do it to them at home, right? That's the only place we don't do it to. Wembley isn't home. So I'm telling you, at Wembley, which isn't our home, we would have sat back. Arteta done it against Chelsea in the final. He sat back. We hit him on the counter twice. Come on. That's what he does. That is how he plays football. Unless we're at home against a big club, he doesn't believe we're better than them unless we're at home with our fans. If our fans ain't there in numbers, he doesn't believe we're good enough to go at these teams. And that's my biggest issue with him. It will always be my biggest issue.
I think that's a tactical thing. I think that's what it is. It's a tactical thing that many of the great managers have done over the years. When you're home game,
it is. But when you're that good, fine. But when you are that good, a Pep Guardiola, an Arsene Wenger in his prime, when you're that good, you believe, I'm not worried about you, mate. You worry about us no matter where we are. I don't need to worry about you because we're that good. And that is the mentality this guy doesn't have, and he should have that mentality. If we're ever going to win things, you need that mentality, a winner's mentality, mate. Don't be worried about anyone.
So Jose Mourinho is one of the biggest winners and had a winner's mentality, but he wouldn't do that. He's never done that. He's never gone at a team in the final.
People want to keep calling defensive. We saw some of the best football come from Jose Mourinho. Yeah, it wasn't. Let's not compare it, man.
Listen, at the end of the day, he was a pragmatic manager, and he's known for it for a reason. And also, we've also seen great football from Arteta's teams as well, pumping teams. After that Dubai break, 17 out of 19 wins, most goals scored in a season, most wins in a season.
And what have we said? Has it been a decline since then, Dan?
Huh?
Wise, has it been a decline since then? What you're talking about?
Not this season. This season's up there.
But
Not this season. This season, like we're nearly impeccable, aren't we? This season.
Dan, when you was looking at that Chelsea team, yeah, they had a solid back four. Mate, going forward, bruv, they're Drogba, Robin. Do you know what I mean? They're top players, like top attacking players, yeah. They could play great football and batter teams as well as defend. And this is my point. What I'm trying to say.
No, and we've battered Atletico Madrid, one of the best defensive teams in the world. We battered them 4-0. So we batter teams as well, mate.
When you've got that defense like that, I personally don't think you need to be that worried because your defense is so good that you can just be free flowing up the top. Let's have it right. All right, here's a good question for you. When is the last time you can remember Arsenal scoring a goal going through the middle of that park, opening teams up through the middle of the park? Because I'll tell you what, when even our shit Arsenal teams, when we were slapping Norwich and that, some of the best goals we ever scored come through the middle of the park. I can't remember the last time Arsenal scored a goal through great creativity through the middle of a park. It always goes down the wing, into the box. That's it. That's Arsenal's football. Like, if we score a goal, it's usually down the wing, somehow into the box. We don't play that sexy football through the middle, 1-2s and all that like we used to. We just don't.
Go on, Dan. He's
if you
trying
could,
to think about it.
I don't know.
I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know what does this mean? Like we're top of the league, right?
I'm asking you. We don't play attractive football. We ain't that old Arsenal. We're like, we're defensive, which is fine.
We're not. I would definitely not say we're defensive when we have 70% of the ball. I would not call us defensive.
But,
I would
but
call
you do
us.
wait. There's all right. So do you remember when we used to get beat? Yeah. Let's say we lost the game 2-1, right? And we'd have 70% of the ball. With that 70% of the ball, we'd miss about 5 sitters, right? We would miss sitters, but we would have opened them up a number of times, right? We've got 70% of the ball now, and we struggle with that 70% to create a chance.
Possession-based game can be the defensive approach, Dan. Yeah.
Look, listen. It's not the open, expansive football of the Wenger days. No one's saying it is, but I don't care. That might bother you as a fan. It doesn't bother me if we're going to be winning trophies. If we're going to win the league, it doesn't bother me the slightest. In fact, I kind of like this. I kind of like it. I love scoring from corners. I love it more than anything.
Once we get
just as much as a fucking great goal.
Mate, I love any goal. But once we get
Dan,
I do. I've always loved corners. That feeling. We used to get bullied from them. I love it. You know what I mean? I've grown up watching. I've watching Ireland. You should have seen us against Portugal the other day, mate. Corners. You know what I mean? Big Irish 6'5" lads. That.
Take a screamer over a corner every day long. Yeah, you like it just as much. I don't, mate. Yeah.
Scream is different. Though. Anyone can just do a screamer.
Yeah, I like that intricate, neat 1-2s and all that, opening teams up. That's my favourite sort of goal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we've seen all that, Charles. Where did it get us? Absolutely nowhere.
Us invincible, mate. What are you talking about?
No, we went undefeated, Dan.
Oh yeah, bro.
Stop talking
nonsense, bro. When was that? That was 22 years ago, boys. And also that football, they were big. They were big, strong monsters as well on that pitch that were physical as well, mate. Those other teams under Wenger that probably played even better football, the Jack Wilshere goal and stuff like that. That was probably peak football-wise, even better than the Invincibles. Because Henry was just running through people like a bulldozer and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Exactly. That Wilshere team, Wilshere, Cazorla, all them little magicians and that, bro, they didn't win anything. Do you know what I'm saying? We've seen all of that. And you go on like this team never plays any good football. There's some great football. In that Atletico Madrid match, there was some
going off right in the chat, man. AFC always and Nathan, a guy in that in there. You man, just keep it calm, man. Keep it nice.
He's 100% right. That Nathan's right. I'll tell you, always plays for his favourites. He's right, mate.
He said he's waiting for that.
He's in a sarcastic way.
He's waiting for one of you lot to say it. Every manager.
Well, I'm telling you now. If he wants to be sarcastic, you're right. I'm saying it. He plays his favourites. Odegaard will come back. It will straight into that team.
But don't you think Odegaard? Wouldn't you put him? Because even Dan was putting Odegaard back in.
Right now.
The two players that Dan's hated. Charles, let me finish. The two players he hates. Sackable offense getting up Havertz. Yeah. Odegaard not good enough. Need to sell him. Now he wants them both back in the team.
Yeah, but see, I'm not the Havertz thing. I'm not with. The reason why is because I think we've been so poor over the last 10 years that for some reason now, Havertz looks good for us. Let's have it right. Havertz ain't good. So for me, I'm not excited about Havertz. Odegaard comes in now because I do think, yeah, cool. When
Right, Charles,
teams are sitting back,
stop, man. I've just had to ban what's his name, Nathan, in the chat, man. He was getting deep with his comments, man.
Was he?
Yeah,
Was
he's calling people autistic and all this sort of talking there, man. We can't have that on the show, man. It's not good, mate.
Calling who?
Look, big up ads, mate. They spent 50 million on Wissa. Exactly, ads. I've already went through it. They've gone quiet. Newcastle spent 650 million, the 14th in the league, and Eddie Howe's just getting away with it. Next England manager and all of that.
What ads is that?
Where is he in the Champions League?
Look, big up. Exactly. Gordon is definitely not better than Martinelli. 100%. If Gordon played for Arsenal, we'd all hate him. Because you see little snippets here on Match of the Day or whatever, and you think, oh, yeah, he's all right. Check his goal records. Shit. All he does is run about. That is it. Martinelli is better than Gordon.
He's not.
And I also think...
Yes, he is.
No, but wait. I also think, like I've said before, there's a difference playing for Newcastle when the game's completely open and playing for Arsenal when teams sit back 90% of the time.
Wait, are you?
That's untrue because me and Dan were watching the game the other day, bro. Yeah, and see when Newcastle and all these other teams are playing, it's not open and expansive in the whole Premier League no more. A lot of teams are just sitting back.
Dan, let me ask you, boys, let me ask you this: hand on your heart, would you swap Gordon for Martinelli now?
I wouldn't because I love Martinelli. I wouldn't because I love Martinelli.
Because you know that he's better.
Because you know why I say that, Dan. Yeah,
I would never do that. Never in a million years would I do that. No, I don't think. I don't think you would, Dan. I don't think you would.
He's good enough. He's ceiling Martinelli.
And what have you seen from Gordon? What have you seen? What have you seen from Gordon? What have we seen from Gordon? Why are we rating Gordon? What does he do?
Good stuff from Gordon. I've seen.
What have you seen? If he was in an Arsenal shirt, if he was in an Arsenal. If he was in an Arsenal shirt, you'd hate him. I promise you that.
How do you know that? How do you know that? He ain't had the chance, mate.
Boys, let's read this one out. Arsenal doesn't play through the middle. We mostly play through the wing under Arteta. The reasons for that helps our dominance and create low box and push opposition from our goal. It's good. I totally agree.
No,
big up.
Right, that's true. But sometimes this is why I was talking about Odegaard coming back in, because I'm looking at these these games now when there's 10, 11, 9 men on the edge of their box, and it ain't working right. And that's when you need the little Odegaard, little pass through two players, and that's why he comes back in, because you do need that, right? You do need that. It's not always going to work down the wings. It ain't. Unless you've got massive geezers in there, yeah, cool.
Look, what I'm saying though is, Charles, listen, the thing is, Charles, I don't know, like, obviously you're one of, you seem like a fan, you want to go and you want to be entertained or whatever and all of that. I just want to go to the Emirates and us to win. I'm happy, mate. Do you know what I mean? I don't care how we do it. So the fact that we're top of the league and we're joint top of the Champions League, I don't know why we're talking about the style of play. I think that conversation comes at the end of the season. If we don't win anything, you can say, you know what? You can say we didn't win anything. You can say we didn't win anything.
About the style of the play just because we're top of the league. What sense does that make? Why can't you talk
because
about
I think why would we?
The style of play got what's it called again? So what was the style of play against Sunderland? How did that go? Why can't we talk about it?
Quickly.
It was very attacking in the second half.
In the second half, it was very attacking. It was a piss poor performance, Dan. That's what it was.
In the first half, it was. The second half, we were brilliant.
That rookie's comment, about Odegaard walking straight back in because he's better than Eze, and when he had a bad season last year. He does, and the reason he does is because, like I said, he's better when he is better when them teams sit back.
Let's have it right. Eze's not lit the world up, has he? You know what I mean?
No, but again, if we want to talk about numbers, Eze's numbers, they're better than Odegaard because he don't produce numbers.
Eze got 8 league goals last year, the same as Martinelli, by the way, everyone.
So what did Odegaard get last year? I think so that 8 league goals from Eze is more than Odegaard's assists and goals combined last year. Right, he plays for Arsenal. Arsenal's number 10. Odegaard's had two piss poor seasons. Right, season before that he was shocking as well. Let's have it right. My thing is, you can do all this fancy stuff, right? Ozil used to do all this fancy stuff. He didn't have the work rate. Used to do fancy stuff, mate. His numbers, he's assisting that.
Ozil's a whole. Come on,
this is my point though. Odegaard as a number 10 that everyone bangs on about. Is this good? His numbers as a number 10 are terrible. Go Kevin De Bruyne at City. Let's talk about it. What was his numbers, mate?
Let's be real.
The only reason we're talking about Odegaard slipping back in because Eze ain't set the world alight. But if we're being honest, before Odegaard got injured, he wasn't good enough. So let's just hope when he comes back from injury, we're seeing a better Odegaard and back to the Odegaard that we want to see because he ain't been good.
He had 2 good games. He's had 2 good games this season. He had the one against Olympiacos, and then he had one before that, or one after.
Mate, come on against Newcastle.
Yeah, that's it. So he's had a game and a half this season. He's been good. The rest of the season was all sad.
What I will say, Charles, Eze at his best or Odegaard at his best? Who's better? There's only one answer, isn't there?
No, but hang on, right? We're talking about adapting to teams and that, yeah? This is my point again. Eze's played for Palace. Again, he's had space, time. We'll go to Grealish at City and Grealish at Everton and Villa. Grealish at Everton and Villa, where teams don't just sit back, is completely different because he's got space, yeah? Right? Eze's not ever had to play like this, so it will take him time to adapt. It will, naturally. You've never played like this. You've never played against this sort of teams. That's how you...
What about Gyökeres then?
Just
take him time to adapt
just like Gyökeres. Mate, but I said Gyökeres was doing all right. He started looking like his touch was getting better. He was making the right decisions.
That first half against Burnley was unbelievable.
Mate, it was... Listen, that first half against Burnley, and I know people say it's only Burnley, cool. But it was the best I've seen him play because, and I'm not 100%. talking about his touch and things like that.
The pass as well. The pass to Crossland.
Mate, he could have set Saka up twice. Saka should have had 2 goals from him, right? Yeah. So he made the right pass.
The Gyökeres pass. Is that what
you're talking about? Yeah, mate.
You're banging on about that pass, bro.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
Why don't if we're going to talk about a pass,
man? Clutching at straws, man. Flipping out.
If we're going to
talk about that bloody pass.
We're talking about that game.
How good was Foden's pass for Eze in the week?
Oh, mate.
Unbelievable.
Best pass I've ever seen.
Do you know what? When that interviewer after the game went to Eze, what's the goal all about Oden's pass? Why didn't Eze just tell the truth and go, not really, mate?
No,
I
he
just
should have. But you know what? He did look at him.
My nephew could have made that pass.
He looked at him and then he just thought, yeah, like I'll go with it. Like he must have just been confused.
Grow some bollocks and say, no, mate. He gave me a 5-yard pass and I picked the top corner out from 25 yards out.
Like, it would have been. How refreshing would that have been?
My XG was 0.03. I put it in a top bin. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, listen. That's Arsenal, innit?
He said, guys, we are a great team. Our attack isn't clicking, mainly down to injuries. We will get consistent soon, hopefully, and we'll score more. We are top of the league.
Listen, I have to echo that. I think it's only a matter of time before we start beating teams 3-on-4. Like, not every week, but quite regularly.
Yeah, but then do you not think City are going to click? City have still got to click.
Listen, City are clicking already, bro. That performance
City are clicking already, Charm, mate.
They're clicking already, like, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
For me, with City have hardly had any injuries. But for me, you know, let's say O'Reilly, they've not had many injuries this season, have they?
What are you talking about, Dan? Mamouche has been injured, Cherky's been injured, bloody Rodri's been injured, been injured, Stones has been injured. Stop the crap, Dan.
All right. I didn't realise they had that many injuries. Fair enough. Fair enough. Stones was always injured, though, innit, man? But they've not had injuries compared to us. But I just feel like City.
I think when everyone's back will click. I think our core players, most of them have been fit all season. Who have we missed? Odegaard. Who else has been?
No, but it doesn't matter, Dan. Even when you're missing players that come on for rotation, they're still big misses, man. Because then that means the other players have to play every 90 minutes.
The spine of the team has been fit in it. The spine of the team has been fit, but
Rice, Kevin Raya, Saka, our best players, Saka's been out, innit? So
Timber out. Where's this come from? What do you mean Timber's out?
We
start getting on burning out players again because we've had Benjamin White sitting there. Let me go and research. We've had Benjamin White sitting there screaming out for Timbs, and he ain't come on.
No, Ben White's been playing, bro.
Do you know what? If Timber is out, Benny Blanco will be buzzing for the North London derby.
Yeah, innit, man. Everyone, make sure you're smashing them likes. Make sure you're subscribing if you haven't. Get us to that 1K. Share us to your friends. Get us out in the group chats. Please, bruv, help us get to the 1,000 subscribers. We need to get to 4,000 hours of watch time. We're currently at about 2,000. So thanks for tuning into the lives. We appreciate it. Charles, we were talking about Newcastle.
He was injured. He got grounded and he was in a lot of pain, but there's no confirmation of the injury yet. So let's just fingers crossed he's all right, innit?
Charles, Newcastle, can they do something? They're 14th in the league. They've had a terrible start to the season, but they're at home, 5:30 p.m. playing Newcastle, playing Manchester City. Can they beat them? And if they beat, we beat top Spurs.
Do you know what? I think they can. Reason being, you've had the international break. You know, there's been that little gap. Get them. You know, that's probably the international break has probably come at the best time for Newcastle, who have been shit, and for us, who just had that dodgy result. I think perfect game for us back in North London derby. It'll be rocking over the Emirates.
Yeah.
And at St James's Park, 5:30 kickoff under the lights. All the Geordies boozed up all day.
Yeah, I agree, bruv. Like, I think we've lost them their connection.
Man City are unbeaten against Newcastle.
Yeah, boys, right, seasons, my bird rung me.
I don't know where that's.
That is going to be absolutely rocking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
under
going to
the
be
lights
rocking.
and that'll be rocking.
Yeah, but Dan, listen, when it's under the
Park.
lights, mate, all that stuff goes out the window, mate.
There's no Isaac. There's no Wissa.
Doesn't matter. They got Walter Mayday, mate.
Last 2 seasons, Man City have not lost against Newcastle. Yeah.
And they kept beating us, and now we beat them. So I don't think that really matters.
They had no Isaac. They had none of these players. Not the same Newcastle. Not the same animal.
No, but listen, Newcastle. Look, Newcastle. They've got one of the best midfields. You said they've got the great Gordon. You know what I mean? They've got Jacob Murphy.
Getting slapped over by Man City, bro. That's just my.
I think they could get something.
Is that just hopium? Is that hopium?
No, it's not hope. It's not hope. Listen. I thought the same with Villa.
What evidence, though, Dan?
Well,
let me finish. Based on
your went to Aston Villa and lost.
They're 14th last season. They're 14th. They've fallen off of a cliff, is what you've said. Yeah, they've lost their best asset and their best danger man in Isaac. Yeah,
they've got another one though. They've got another one that I think scored against us that I think could cause City problems. In Walter Mayday.
Last 2 seasons, Newcastle have not beaten Man City. They've lost and they've drawn against Man City, and a Man City team that was poor last season. Let's be honest. But based on your logic, they're now going to beat Man City.
I didn't say that. I said I think they've got a chance in the game. I think they could get a draw and they could possibly win the game. Well, listen, Newcastle at home. 5:30, they give anyone a game under the lights. I'm telling you that now. They give anyone a game. They're going to be physical. They're going to be very physical. They'll have a game plan, and if they score first and that crowd's up for it, Man City are in for a long, long night. Trust me, big long night.
I hope that is the case, Dan. But for me, it's going to be a mauling, mate.
But look, it's all about our games anyway. It doesn't matter what they do. As long as we win, we keep winning, we'll stay above them. We're in the driving seat. You know what I mean? So we don't play them till right at the end of the season. You know, so let's see what happens, man. Smash those likes, everyone. Dan, was there anything? What else was we going to touch on? Was going to touch on? Was it no? Who did you want to touch? Semenyo, yeah. So Semenyo, wow. Could Arsenal go and spend 70 million on him? He's an Arsenal fan. What do we think in the chat, guys? Semenyo, would that complete the dream team? Would that complete us to the? Would that officially?
I was watching the terrace earlier on. You had man like Anton and Seb just playing it down, basically. But I feel like Semenyo upgrades our team, and I think that might be pretty much the missing piece of our attack, if you ask me.
Fucking hell.
I'll take Semenyo in a heartbeat if it was me, mate. Seriously. Yeah, but then there's the argument if Odegaard comes back into the team, Eze goes out on the left. Where does Semenyo? Does he come straight into the team? What happens to Eze?
Yeah, but again, do you think Semenyo again? He's at Bournemouth, right? Again, playing open football. Do you think he has the same effect in the top team? Like, that's the question you can ask over and over again.
But you know what? If you're looking at the Premier League, mate, there's a lot of players that have come from lower teams and they've hit the ground running at bigger teams.
I think you do very well.
But we were saying the same about Eze. We thought he was going to be blinded. You know, he's not set the world alight. He's got.
No, he's not been good at all.
He's got assists.
Semenyo's more like, I don't know, man. Like
he's more of a raw talent, isn't it?
He's straight raw, bro. He's direct, man. Like Eze's a bit like, you know what I mean, really and truly. You know, he looks a bit like, I don't know, man. Like I was happy with Eze because we beat him to Spurs, and you know he's a good player. But I was never like, I don't know. Never felt like Eze would take us to that next level. I thought he was great depth for the squad, great depth, and the fact he can go on the left and he can go in the middle. I always thought that.
This is what I'm saying. I think when Odegaard comes back, Trossard's been good. I thought Eze was doing all right out on the left, mate. And
but it's going to be Trossard right now.
The other day,
you can't take Trossard out of that.
But yeah. But listen, we've been here before with Trossard. I remember Trossard having purple spells a number of times in his Arsenal career, and then he goes flat. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It does happen.
that's true.
And there's going to be a time when Trossard goes flat. And when he does, Eze will step in. Like Martinelli's been flat for 3 years, so he can't come back in. I think if Trossard goes again, Eze steps in. Like the squad's there to be rotated. We've got the players. This is why when all the forwards are back and we've actually got a full squad, we should piss the league like we should with the squad. But it's about not having all these injuries at once and all that. You know, we've got to deal with it. But hopefully this is it. We've had the beginning of the season where we've had loads of injuries. We're still 4 points clear at the top. When they all get back,
exactly.
if we could just crack on, we'll be sweet.
Yeah, and I said that if you would have told me we'd be 4 points clear at this point of the season, I would have fucking ripped your hand off, mate.
100%.
So yeah, I'm happy with where we're
But
at.
especially, Dan, because the fixtures we've had as well, we've had a
With the way you tried to set us up, but it's like they've done it again, you know. I'm not gonna say nothing about the lineups, but they put us in these little clusters, bro. That's what they do.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Chelsea, Brentford, Villa, these little clusters that they give to us. They know what they're doing.
But the thing is, Dan, if we come out of this run and we're still 4 points clear, then you're like, fucking hell, coming in. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Boys,
so let's just get these next 4 out of the way. Get the next 4 out of the way. See where we are then. And then we can talk. But listen, like I said, if we do Spurs, all the boozed up Geordies at St James's Park, been drinking all day, atmosphere rocking. If they can get a result there, then we're 7 clear. Do you know what I mean? Like it's back to how we was 2 weeks ago, loving life.
Yeah, exactly.
Mate, whatever. Just get us in it. It's mad how 1 weekend of football can absolutely change everything. Do you know it took me till Wednesday, yeah? After that weekend, when City pumped Liverpool, it took me till Wednesday to start feeling normal again. I was down in the dumps for 3 days.
Exact same. I swear. And then after, you're like, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. We're fucking 4 points clear. What, we've drew 1 game? Like, obviously, these things happen in football. But yeah, bro, I was absolutely fuming for days on end. Felt like we'd lost it. Felt like we'd lost the league just by dropping 2 points.
Yoshida says, bro, do you watch Bournemouth? They one of the highest lines in the Prem. Semenyo will fit right in.
Yeah.
It's fine. It isn't serious. So why give us the heart attack in the first place, Luca, man? Come on, my brother.
Come on, Luca, talk on.
Listen, it's all right, Bournemouth playing a high line. I'm not talking about teams playing a high line. I'm saying that other teams don't fear Bournemouth enough to sit back like they do against Arsenal. That was my point. It wasn't that, they play a high line. I know they do. Arsenal play a high line. But my point is whoever plays Arsenal, they're petrified. They put 10 on the edge of their own box. Teams will go at Bournemouth as much as Bournemouth go at them. That was my point.
Hey, Charles, all I'm saying to you is now that this big thing come at everyone sitting back against Arsenal, just watch a couple normal Premier League games and watch it, bro. Most of the time, they're all fucking sitting back. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I think they do. But
but if Bournemouth are playing Palace, Bournemouth Palace, what was the score? It was 4-3 or 3-3 or something like that, wasn't it? They go at each other.
And the thing is that teams
go at each other.
Sit back, but
they only sit back against.
Phases,
they only sit back. Let's have it right against the top teams. They don't sit back.
And listen,
they have their moments
in every game. There'll be periods in that game where they sit back against each other.
It's different. If it's Brentford, Everton, you might see a bit of that. But Palace, Bournemouth, you won't.
Yeah, and against the Cities, the Liverpools, the Arsenals, they come back for 90 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But against the other teams, there's clusters, there's phases where, you sit back, we'll sit back. It goes like that.
So Anton I said I would snap your hand off for Semenyo, but we don't need him to win the league. It's not essential. So what you're saying is, without Semenyo, I already know what you're saying already, Anton, innit? We're winning this league, innit? That's where you're at. That's where Dan's at. Char, you're still there?
Yeah.
We're definitely winning the league. You still there, my friend?
Mate, I don't... Listen, for me, us to definitely win the league...
Anything now, Char. What's happened? Sunderland result,
listen, 3 weeks ago, I was there. I was planning a parade a lot, right? But now, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, the one team you don't need putting pressure on you and chasing you is Man City. They've been there, they've done it, they've got winners. Their coach is probably the most successful manager of all time, right? Yeah, I don't know if that's a fact, but I'm just going to say it. Probably is. Like that
he's
guy.
Right up there anyway.
He's up there, yeah. That's the one, and it's not like he's a Mourinho that's sort of finished. He ain't, mate. His team still play the best football, etc. Like that guy, they'll come back, yeah. And that's the one team you don't want chasing you. But I'll say this: again, we haven't had a proper front line. Our attack has never been fully fit, a lot of them, from the start of the season. When they all are fit and we can literally find out our best front three, then I think we can push on. So if that happens soon, we'll win the league. And we'll win everything else, right? But if it don't happen, then I don't know.
Yeah, you ain't got the same bass in your voice, Charles, right? This is
Nah.
where this is the most optimistic I've felt about winning the league. I just want to give it some time. I'm just waiting until January, Feb, mate, and then I'll start making my judgment of what's going to happen. Let's get past the Yid Army first.
Right, talking about these games now.
I've got a question for you guys, quickly, Dan.
Go on.
Give me your top 3 North London derby goals. How about that one?
Ooh.
It's an hard one, isn't it? That one, isn't it?
Thierry Henry obviously is the best one when he ran the length of the pitch.
He runs through the whole team, innit?
That's number one.
There was that Thomas Rosicki strike, which was a banger.
Oh yeah, no, that's
like the first minute of the game, wasn't it? Like 1 or 2
first minute. Yeah, I remember that. I had big money. I had big dough on Arsenal. That was what a day that was. Yeah, fucking a massive dough on Arsenal to win that game as well from the first minute, bro. We were 1-0 up. Yeah. That goal was outside of the boot. That was, isn't it? Top corner. And you know, Thomas Partey, I remember him scoring a great one recently.
That Partey strike, I thought, that was bad.
The Lucas Torreira one, Charles, the Lucas Torreira one, probably, wait, that might be the best North London derby I've ever been to. Do you know, one of the best ones was 3-0. Remember, we were 3-0 up in 30 minutes. Smith Rowe, Saka, and who was it? I think it's the year we finished.
What about the 5-4 back in the day, mate? The 5-4.
Yeah, that was
mate, Perez and Vieira and that. Yeah, that was unreal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, where I'm doing this, I'm being biased in it, but I remember some bangers being scored against us as well.
Danny Rose scored a banger. Gareth Bale scored a banger. Bentley, yeah.
Huddleston,
he's funny, Bentley.
Screamer. Huddleston, mate, he's got a screamer.
That Adebayor, I forgot about that one.
Oh, mate. Hey, that Adebayor, he flicked it up, mate. That was like fucking flicked it up, mate. That was that White Hart Lane, innit?
Yeah. I think he should be banned from his chat, though, man.
RVP Curler, in the 5-2. Yeah, 100%, man. 5-2. Remember we beat them 5-2 2 years in a row at the Emirates, innit? How mad is that? Certain people thought, fuck it, I'll just put a score on 5-2 again, and it comes in at 200-1.
Oh, that Lacazette one, in the COVID, remember that one?
That was a bad one.
And Aubameyang, no. That Aubameyang one was unreal.
Yeah, the first time, innit? Run onto it, first time.
Yeah, first time. Yeah, man. 3-2. I love them games, man. Them games are unreal. It's nothing like the North London derby, man. Right. Let's go through the next 4 fixtures then, and we'll include Bayern Munich because it's a massive week for Arsenal. Start with you, Dan.
The ticket for the Bayern Munich one, Dan. Seriously, mate. What day is
I'm going to try my best. That's a massive one. When is it? It's Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah, it must be. Yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Big week. Right. So Arsenal Spurs. I think you've already said 2-1 Arsenal. Arsenal Bayern Munich. What's your predictions for that?
It's got to be revenge, man. 5-1 twice, 10-2. It's got to be revenge, man.
Just went out to them not last year, the year before, 1-0.
With Gabriel still injured,
we shouldn't have gone out. We shouldn't have gone out either when we played them that year. We went out 1-0.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm going for? I'm going for a 1-1, mate.
I'm going 2-1 Arsenal.
I
think they'll score. I'll go 2-1. I think they'll score. Kane will score. That geezer loves to go against us.
Yeah, that Kane guy is going to come back and do something, I reckon.
He didn't last time, but I could see it. He didn't last time when we played him.
He's in the form of his life, Dan. The geezer's in the form of his life.
He is in the form. He's in some mad form.
Farmers League. Flipping out.
And then what about the next game? Then Chelsea away. Gonna go to that game.
I think we beat Chelsea away. Do you know what Chelsea remind me?
I think their defence. I think we'll do them.
Chelsea remind me of how Arsenal were 10 years ago. 100%. Like, you know, when they look good sometimes, but they're still all kids, man. Like, it'll be men against boys, and I think Dan, I'm
trying to get to that. I'm trying to get down to the bridge, bro, as well.
Yeah. I'll pattern that up, bro. I'm going. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw Chelsea. Definitely. The aways are much easier.
Yeah, Stamford Bridge. What's the next game after that, Dan? Is it Brentford or Villa? What one is it?
Villa's the 6th of December, isn't it?
7th of December, I think it is.
Is it? Oh, yeah, they moved the Everton game to a Saturday night, 8 o'clock, damn.
Yeah, I know. Mental,
I'm going,
innit?
bruv.
Yeah, we've got to
I'm
go
there.
to that, man.
That's my
When is
Christmas
that?
Yeah.
drink
When's
up.
that game?
Oh, yeah,
Innit?
it's 23rd of December. It's my Christmas drink up, mate.
It's perfect, innit? Yeah, we have
Isn't
to.
it?
That's it. That's the
New
Christmas
stadium
boys
as well,
link
isn't
up.
it?
Yeah, we've got to go there, man. We have to.
Well, yeah. So what are you going for? What is it? Brentford? Let me check, man. I keep forgetting. Is it
I'm
Brentford?
going for 3 wins and a draw out of our next 4 Prem games.
Who we drawing against? Not
So
sure.
wait, is it Chelsea, Spurs at home, Chelsea away? Then who else is it?
Brentford at home.
Oh no, we'll beat them. I'm going for 4 wins. I'll say the
Yeah.
only one we might draw is Villa away. But if
That's what I said.
yeah, I think we might draw Villa away. We'll win the other 3. And to be fair, I'd take that 10 points out of them 12. Gets another little sticky run out of the way.
AFC what question to the panel? What's your favourite grounds for Arsenal to win the league? Mine is Anfield 89. Mine's Old Trafford,
Spurs,
mate.
White Hart Lane. Mine's White Hart Lane, bro.
Yeah, it might be Spurs. No, mine was Old Trafford, man. That will talk.
Yeah, that was. And Omri weren't even playing in it.
Man.
No Henry or Burkamp. It was Wiltord and Canu up front.
Yeah.
But that's what you have
Strength and
squads.
depth be there, Dan. You know what I mean? Real strength and depth.
I'm going
Yeah,
White Hart Lane, man.
Yeah, White
I'm
Hart
going
Lane,
White
bro.
Hart Lane. Campbell.
Only
Campbell
thing is,
in the
White Hart
team.
Yeah, they started celebrating the
That
draw.
hurt them, brother. They told them not to celebrate, innit?
But that made it even better that they were celebrating getting a draw. Imagine Arsenal. Wait, could you imagine if Spurs won the league in our stadium? There would be riots. Fans would be killing each other. It'd be mental. Imagine that. They were all sitting there going, yes, we've got a draw. But Arsenal won the league.
I don't think they realised. I think they thought that we needed to win, innit? And then that's when
listen. I'm not being funny. Everyone knows. They all know that if a draw would do it for us. Come on,
I think that Henry said, innit? He was like, they told them not to celebrate on the pitch.
Yeah,
he was
they
like,
told them.
Mate, listen, come on, boys.
Or we went into goon mode. My God.
Do you know what though? I think the reason that is my favourite ground to win the league is obviously the Campbell thing, mate. That hurt them anyway. For us to them, like the shit they done to him after that. For us to them win it in their ground, mate. Like they'll never hear the end of that.
It's so Campbell to win the league.
And I hate Spurs more than I hate United. As much as I hate United, I fucking hate Spurs.
Isn't it? And we're going to do them this Sunday. AFC always, we have a good question here, but it's very hard for us to say because the 71 team, all I know is George Graham, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I can't say the 71.
So the 71, we're not old enough to remember that team. 98, I remember it greatly. 2002, both. It's really hard to say who's better out of them 2 teams, man. 98 or 2002.
Do you know what though?
I'll go 2000. I'll go 2002 because Thierry Henry was in it, innit?
And and I was gonna say a lot of the key members of the 98 team, apart from
Were in it.
We're still in that 2002.
They were still in it, exactly. Yeah, all it was Petit weren't there.
Yeah,
Righty was basically finished in the 98 season anyway.
Look, if you had a choice out of Bergkamp and Wright or Bergkamp and Henry, you go Bergkamp and Henry, didn't you? Like, midfield, Gilberto and Vieira.
Don't forget Anelka was on that team.
Anelka was in 98, but he was like, I know he come on later on, didn't he? Like, he started playing a lot. Towards the end, he was sick, wasn't he? But it was like him and Wright were switching, sort of like rotating.
Yeah.
Because Wright started going to the bench towards the end, didn't he?
Yeah, and
Anelka was on fire, bruv.
Yeah. Bergkamp got Player of the Year that year as well. It was the 2 great teams. It's very hard to say.
They are 2. Do you know what? I would like to see if you could duplicate the same players that would play in both. If you could put them out against each other, who would have won that? Because I'll tell you what, young Anelka was ridiculous, mate. Do you know what I mean? He was unbelievable.
Hey, this is a great question here because everyone just always says the Invincibles because they went unbeaten, but these other teams won 2 trophies. You know what I mean? So. Would you say the Arsenal double winning team was better than a 2004 Invincible team?
See that Invincible team? I just can't put nothing above it, bro, because they went invincible, innit? You know what I mean? For me personally.
Yeah, you can't put anything above that, man. Like, let's have it right. Jens Lehmann was a lunatic, bro, but he was a fucking top keeper, mate. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Seaman was the
David
top keeper in 2002. They were both towards the
Seaman
end
was
of their
still better.
careers. But Dan, you got to think 2002 Seaman, he was still towards the end of his career, wasn't he? And like Lehmann, he was getting on as well, mate. They were two top keepers. Like Seaman made some blinding saves, don't get me wrong, but they're still two top keepers. Yeah, but Ashley Cole, he played for both, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he? Yeah, he played for both. Obviously, you're gonna go. Who was a 2002 right back? Lauren was
Dixon, isn't it? Dixon.
Yeah, so you go. I think Lauren was better than Dixon. I think, in my opinion, I'd go Lauren.
But for longevity, it's Dixon, though, isn't it? But
yeah, but
Lauren
we're talking about
like
that
or three
season
good
only.
seasons.
Isn't it?
But that season only, yeah.
Yeah, and then if we go to the Campbell and Torre, mate, solid, wasn't it? And then 2002, you had Campbell and Adams.
Adams, that's better, though, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
That's better.
That did right. So the defence is split, mate. I don't even know. Midfield, what on the right? Yeah. So 2002, you had Parler and Lundberg, but Lundberg in it, yeah, Lundberg.
Yeah.
So, but you had that again in the Invincibles, right?
Yeah.
So then left you had Pires. Left you had Pires for both.
Yeah, exactly.
Vieira the same. Just the only switch was Petit. The only switch was Petit and Gilberto, wasn't it?
No, but Petit weren't there in
Petit's
2002.
98. Petit's 98.
He's 98. Yeah, the team is
So
basically the same team.
Mate, you had Gilberto for both. The only difference really is the striker. The striker, the keeper, and
even the striker was the same. What are you talking about? It was Omri and Bergkamp.
Oh yeah,
the same
I'm
team.
Still thinking about
same
98,
team.
bro.
We're arguing about the same team. The only difference is Tony Adams had left and fucking Toure had come in. That was the only difference.
No, the Jens Lehmann, isn't it?
Underrated centre.
Oh yeah, and Lehmann. That's it.
Oh, there's no point in arguing, mate. It's pretty much the same team. 2002 and 2004. It's like one or two players difference. I reckon they'd draw.
All right.
The better question would have been 98 and the Invincibles.
Yeah, 100%. Better question is, what's the best Emirates era first exile? Very good question. I'll go first. I'm going to have to say David Raya in goal.
Easiest job in world football.
Yeah, I don't think we've had a better keeper than David Raya in the Emirates era. Like Peter Cech, obviously by name, but I don't think he did that.
Nah, he weren't the same man with that head.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll go David Raya. My right back will be Timber. Bellerin was really good when we had him for a few years, but yeah, I'm gonna say. Yeah, Sagna was good too, but Timber's like a level.
I think Timber's ahead of them.
I think Timber's he's the best right back I've ever seen play for Arsenal. To be honest, I don't honestly. People say Laren and that, but Timber, yeah, like I know it's only one season.
No,
but I've never seen.
I'll probably, if he stays playing the way he is, I will go with that.
Yeah, bro, it's unbelievable. He's unbelievable, man. He's unbelievable.
I can't believe how good he is.
It would be Timber, and then you know what? Obviously, Saliba and Gabriel for 100%.
Yeah. Who else we had?
And then left back.
Not the world class Koscielny and Vermaelen that you was just talking about.
Koscielny was one of the best centre backs in the league. But these two are unbelievable. They're the best defenders in the world right now. So it's obviously them two. And then left back, bruv. Who left back? Who can I say left back? Monreal was trusty, but who? Kieran Gibbs? No way, bruv. Probably Calafiori. You'd have to say.
Was Clichy Emirates?
Yeah, Clichy was Emirates.
I like Clichy, man. I think it was
good. Maybe you go Clichy then, innit? But
yeah, you're right. But he pissed off to Man City, though, didn't he?
Yeah, mate. Same with Samir Nasri, bruv. Like Anadi Bayo, fucking.
Maybe you know what? Right, let's. I don't know though. Is Clichy better than Calafiori? Probably. I don't know. It's a tough one, isn't it?
Calafiori ain't been doing it for long enough.
He ain't been doing it for long enough. Let's go Clichy. So we'll go Clichy, Timber. We'll just do it together, and if anyone's got any things we can say.
4-3-3.
Yeah, 4-3-3. So Clichy's left back, right back Timber, and then David Raya, and the two centre backs are Gabriel and Saliba. Yeah. I think Anton's getting a bit confused. We're doing the Emirates era, bro. So Lundberg and Lehmann and these man didn't play. Well, I think Lehmann did come back on loan at one point, didn't he? And so did Sol Campbell. But anyway, we're not even going to include them because they were old and finished then. But in the middle of the park, then
4-3-3.
Yeah, in the middle of the park. What you saying? Fabregas, Carzola.
Right. I'm going Fabregas, Cazorla, Rice in the 6.
So you're leaving that Wilshere, you're leaving that Nasri.
Yeah, I was thinking about Nasri because I was thinking about Nasri over.
Nasri can play on the wing though, no?
No, but listen,
Yeah.
mate, my head's gone because I'm sitting there thinking.
Same. I don't think you can get better than that.
I've still got to get Sanchez, Ozil. I've got to get a lot of players in this team here. That I'm sitting
Yeah,
here.
all right. So Fabregas, Rice, and Santi Cazorla.
So are you gonna put Ozil then? Well, he's not getting in there.
Mate,
He's done.
Listen, I'm gonna have to put Santi. Oh, I don't even. I'm gonna have to go. All right, yeah. I'm gonna go Rice as a 6. I'm going Fabregas as the 8, and I'm going Ozil as a 10. Yeah, and then I'm gonna have to think about I'm gonna put Cazorla out on the left.
What you agree with that, Dan?
What's that?
This is my
no,
one,
man. I
innit?
think Cazorla has to be in that team. I think. Man.
Yeah, so I'll put Cazorla out on the left because he used to play out on the left sometimes for Arsenal, innit? And I can put him out there. He'll come in, he could do that.
Sanchez? Where's Sanchez going?
Sanchez has to be on that left, man.
Sanchez is on the left, bro.
He's top 3 players in the Emirates era, 100%. It's got to be.
Yeah, but then you got to get Van Persie in up top.
Henry's not really included in my Emirates era.
No.
Strikers. If we're going Emirates era,
we can't include
Van Persie's my striker.
I know he played there, but it was 10 games in it. Like,
Van Persie's my striker, innit? If I go Emirates era.
Van Persie.
If it's Emirates era, Van Persie's my striker, 100%.
Bamiyang, I'm putting that Bamiyang as my striker.
Yeah, man, Van Persie for me as well. Even though, if we're taking out what he done.
If we're taking out what he's done.
That's why I can't get past that in my head, guys. I can't get past it, man.
But Dan, you know the only thing this is my thing, right? The Adebayor thing I can't get past because that was just pure greed, right? But the thing this is the thing, same as when Henry went to Barca, yeah? Van Persie said he went into Arsenal, right? And he said to them, look, I want to win things. What are we doing next year? Like, what's the ambition here? And they said to him, basically, they're not going to spend the money, right? So he said he had a year left on that contract, right? Now, if you use your brains as an Arsenal person, if you use the Arsenal team, why the fuck would you sell him for 20 mil to United, right? When you could have kept him for the year, let him leave on a free next year. Because bearing in mind, we might not have got Champions League, yeah? The difference between getting Champions League and not is more than that 20 mil. So keep him for the year, let him go on free, and he might have fucked off somewhere else, abroad. That was down to us to sell him to United for 20 mil and tell him we're not going to invest money. So he didn't want to leave, just like Fabregas didn't want to go to Chelsea. He wanted to come back. We told him no.
Just seeing what my man just put on the screen there, man. Sanchez for RVP, both went United, man. Oh,
you just said Sanchez has got to be on the left.
Yeah, no, he's got to be on the list. You're right. He has got to be on the list.
That is, if we're taking our emotion out of it, that's the best front three at the Emirates.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But then in the midfield, like, look, in the midfield, man, you just spoke for. Do you know
what? You know what? Ozil could even go on the right over Saka, mate.
Do you know what? I'm not even going to play with a number 6.
Nasri's got to be in there, bro.
No,
I'm not going to. Dan,
I'm
not playing with a 6. Fuck it, I'm not playing with a 6, bruv.
Cazorla could play the 6.
I'm going Nasri Fabregas. I'm going Nasri Fabregas and Santi in the middle. Them 3, I don't need a number 6 because no one's ever going to get the ball off us. Like, simple as that. I don't need a 6, bruv. Mate, remember when we used to have Nasri Fabregas and Kleb just destroying
Mate, 2008, we thought we were going to win the league, bruv. Adebayor, Henry just left. Adebayor, Haleb, Van Persie. We were smoking teams. And then fucking Eduardo got that, broke his leg. And that was it, bruv. They just
done everyone, innit? Mentally done everyone.
Mentally done everyone that did, man. Horrible, bruv. But these things that happened to us, that would have been the league title wrapped up, mate. And God knows what would have happened from there on. Because we would have kept our players, bruv. That's why Arteta's had to bring us back, brother. It took this long, and Arteta's got us back. Got to big him up, man.
We can talk about it.
Yeah, look, I applied that one on your face when you said, "Where's he brought us back to, mate?" Seriously, let's let him get over the line. Then we can say he's brought us back. That's it.
Look, hang on,
he's gone. Look, Arteta's lawyer's gone. Yeah,
you don't want to hear that about Arteta, innit? He's left.
He's been dismissed.
He's pretending there's a bad connection. As soon as someone said there's something wrong with Arteta, he's pretending the connection went.
He's out of there. Oh, Dave, he's got us back, he says. I'm telling you. Well, he has got us back competing. I'll give him that.
Dave, where's he got us back to? Where's he got us back to? Because we ain't back to the pinnacle of football right now, mate. He's not got us back. That's what I'm saying. Dave's
In
right.
his eyes. In his eyes.
He's got us back to fighting for titles. This year we're top of the league. We're going to win the Premier League, so he has got us back, isn't he? Dave's just hating, bro. Don't worry about Dave, because see, Dave, he's all negative. As soon as they won 3 games in a row, he started saying it could be a fairy tale.
He had tears in his eyes.
Listen to this. He had tears in his eyes. Wait, boys, the other new question they asked him the other day, if they get a left back and a centre back in January, can they win the league? He said, yeah, they'll be in a title race. So don't get it twisted, because trust me, mate, if United have a couple of wins, you see a whole different Dave.
No, when they won 3 on the bounce, Dave was sitting there singing the Ruben Aramin song, mate. I see it, right? He's been that geezer for years.
Dave said he had a tear in his eye for Amarin, man. He had tears in his eyes.
All right, David, the little weasel voice dwarf.
Hey, I'm not gonna have no slander against my Dave, man. Seriously,
they can win the United.
That's my guy, bro.
They can win the quadruple. United can. United can't win the quadruple because you've been knocked out of the fucking Carabao Cup already. You ain't in Europe, so I've hate to break it to you, mate.
No, but Dan, I think he's saying that because you think we're gonna win everything. That's him saying that to you.
Yeah, but I've never once said. Someone show me where I've said Arsenal are going to win the quad.
You said we can win the quad, 100%.
No. I said we could win it. Not we're going to. I've said we could. Whenever I've been asked, I said I think we'll win. I think we'll win the Premier League and the Carabao Cup. They're the 2 trophies I think we'll win this year.
Dan, stop that, please, bro.
And all right,
we are going to win. Just say that.
We're going to win. We're going to win the league. We're going to win the league. That's what I'm sticking to.
That's it.
Because that was my. We're going to win the league,
and it might happen, mate.
And if you ask me how many trophies I think we're going to win, I'll say 2.
Yeah, I'd say 2. I think. Do you know what? I just think, like you said the other week, get the Carabao Cup.
Wait, you know. Wait, do you know what someone said to him today? Someone said Dave swapped the smart whips for Haribos, and Dave was like, I don't know. You said this about 100 times in the stream. I don't know what you mean, but smart whips,
that's the balloons,
it's balloons, isn't it? So you know Haribo's the advert where they talk like a kid. That's what they meant. I had to clear it up for him, bro. Oh mate, it was funny, bro. A quadruple of games they're gonna win. Oh, maybe, man. If you win a quadruple of games, mate, it'd be special.
Mate, they need to win 5 on the bounce for that geezer to
anyway, look, let's
start
you 2 the question, because David was asked a question on Football Terrace, and he says that he reckons there could be a fairy tale on the cards if Man United sign a left back and the left back and centre mid. They were saying if they sign Belieber from Brighton and they sign Livramento from Newcastle, could United be in the title race?
They're 2 good signings. They're 2 great signings.
Would they elevate Manchester United into a title race this season if they sign them in January?
Not this season.
How far Man United off the top right now?
6 or 7 points, is it? 8 points.
I think it would be too much ground for them to make up.
Nah, man. I can see. You know what I can see? Another crumbling coming for United.
Yeah, no, I'm not being funny. I think United could sign 10 players and they still would be nowhere near a title race.
And you know what the biggest problem is for me,
it's gonna take time.
My biggest problem for me is Amarim and that formation and his stubbornness. Yeah. Seriously, that's the biggest problem because they're talking about signing Semenyo. Yeah, where's Semenyo playing? He's an out and out left winger that likes hugging the wing, being aggressive. What are you gonna do? Put him wing back?
Yeah,
lads in the chat. It's all good. The jokes about his voice and all that, but lads, nothing personal, please. David's a good friend of the channel and that. Go on, like his shit. Go on, subscribe to him. He's a good guy, man. He's a good friend of ours, man.
All that abuse, we just throw people out the chat, man. It gets ruthless in there. I'll be honest.
Yeah, like obviously, look about his voice and that's all banter, man. But the dwarf thing and all that sort of stuff, let's drop that out, guys, please, man.
But how do they even know? How would they know how tall Dave is?
Well, they're just guessing from when they see him on the streams and that, innit?
Yeah, but they've only seen the top
half. This guy's obsessed with Dave. He's obsessed. He knows a lot about him, mate. Seriously.
Hey, mate.
All right, lads. We play United. All right, lad. We play United on Monday at Old Trafford. It'll be 1-1. I'll big up Malcolm. We've got an Everton fan here in the chat. Appreciate that, my bro. And hope you beat them. You played them at Old Trafford. I hope you beat them 2-1, mate. But listen, Daishi's got you playing well.
Listen,
United fans, they do think they're back, which is very funny.
Again,
They
where are
say what they
United
want.
back
Don't
to?
worry. All banter.
Hey,
All right,
Everton,
guys. I'll take it back.
team, you know?
I'll take it back. Call him a draw for all you want. He don't care.
Hey, Everton have got a decent team, you know. See that Ndai? I'll have a bit of him, mate. No homo. Yeah, get me Ndai.
Dave said, Anton's now saying that Dave's a PT who'll mess you up.
Hey,
This is.
Dave's become the focus of this fucking show.
Oh no! Hey, Dave, join the stream, my bro. Come and join the stream. Let's talk
Dave,
Man
join
United.
the stream.
Join the stream.
And to be fair, people should follow Dave's show as well, man. He cracks some jokes, man. Funny
Yeah,
guy.
Dave, jump in, mate. Jump in.
I'm
Send him
gonna
the
send him the
stream,
link
big
now.
God.
Sending him the link.
I'm fucking hungry right now. Question for the panel. AFC
I'm
always.
starving,
you hit
Wes.
me up,
How long we
hit
got?
up. Good questions today.
10
Question:
minutes,
what's
Joe.
the best partnership ever in the Pen?
That's
York
10.
and Cole, Shearer and Sutton, Henry and Bergkamp. As a biased
yeah,
one,
but
shall we take Henry and Bergkamp out of there? Because we're all gonna say that, ain't we? So
that's
let's
what
take,
I mean. We're all gonna say them.
Let's take
Right,
that
if
out.
we-
Apart from Henry and Bergkamp, I am going for.
You can call.
There was another one that I saw. You know, what about Vardy and Mahrez? That was
Yeah, but they weren't a front
That's
two,
not
though,
a
were
strike
they?
force, though. That's not a front two. Dan, what's going on with your ball knowledge, bro?
What was Bergkamp? Wasn't he a number 10?
Who was Drogba
Yeah,
up
it
top
was a
with?
strike force, though, wasn't it?
We play, yeah, it was a 4-4-2, though, wasn't it?
Drogba was on his own, isn't it?
Was he on his own as well? But Bergkamp Henry was a 4-4-2, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
4-4-2. You were obviously
Yeah, like all of them three partnerships there were all 4-4-2s, weren't they?
And I saw this earlier. You know, they said there was another one that they threw out there.
Oh,
was,
wait. Yeah, but Fowler and Owen were all right, weren't they? Like
Heskey and Owen.
What's his name? Who did
yeah,
they say?
Heskey and Owen, mate. Wait, who seen that video the other day?
Kevin Nolan and Kevin Davis. Wait, Nolan and Davis.
Dave, Zola and Flo was better than Henry and Bergkamp. Stop that nonsense, Dave.
Dave, I've clocked him lately. He's got a new angle on YouTube, you know. He's becoming a bit of a troll, bro. So I see you, David. Don't worry, bro. I see you. He's becoming a little bit of a troll, Dave, yeah?
Hey, that York and Cole link up was crazy stuff, though, man.
You know what? Me and Dave.
It's mad, isn't it? How Andy Cole only ever got 2 games at Arsenal. What happened there?
Look, also, let's think about this, yeah, because for me, York and Cole, they don't get the credit they deserve. They've done it on big nights in the Champions League. I think it was against who is it?
Barcelona.
In semi-finals, Barcelona. They don't get the credit they deserve because they weren't amazing players, but they were both. Well, York was kind of like after York was. Yeah,
like Andy Cole was like
players.
top striker for Newcastle.
Yeah,
I know.
Gunman.
Well, Andy Cole was the better striker, wasn't he?
Mate, that's what I'm saying. I want to know who was at Arsenal when they decided, nah, Andy Cole ain't good enough for Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Who made that decision? Geezer was an absolute bagsman.
Yeah, he was. He was even better. He was even better at Newcastle. He was a great player. Does not get, because he's not in the media and he's a bit of an odd bod, isn't it? Like Campbell, isn't it? He's a bit that way, isn't it? Like he don't get the credit he deserves at all.
Mate, saying that, they had 4 strikers, bro. They had Solskjaer and Sheringham as well on the bench.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? What 4? That's probably the best 4. That like, I don't know though, because we had fucking.
What about Rooney, Tevez, Ronaldo, and
yeah, fuck me.
Man, they won the treble more than any other partnerships. What are you talking about? So disrespectful, Dan. He's taking that one to heart, Dan. I'm more upset about that.
Listen, Dave, me and Dave done a show and we both agreed that they do not get the credit they deserve because they're not. Henry and Bergkamp are like flamboyant and known. If you go to Syria, go to Italy, they'll go, oh, Dennis Bergkamp. They'll go, oh, Thierry Henry. They won't go, oh, Andy Cole, Dwight York. Do you know what I mean? They might remember them a little bit. They don't remember them. They're not massive superstars like Dennis Bergkamp and Henry, but were like top 3 Ballon d'Or contenders. York and Cole probably weren't in the top 100. Let's be real, guys.
Yeah.
York
Do you
and
think
Cole,
that,
after Henry and Bergkamp, that's who we're going with. So I mean, that's not disrespectful, Dave, mate. We're Arsenal fans, mate. You want us to disrespect King Henry and Bergkamp? That's what you want us to do.
Yeah. I'm not even putting that one up. Why did I even put it up?
Yeah, he didn't like flying, innit, Bergkamp, innit?
Yeah, bro. Listen, how many Champions Leagues? Do you reckon we probably would have won 10 Champions League if he could fly? You know what I mean? If he could fly on the planes. We'd have 10.
Don't
We'd be
agree
3
with
off.
that, Charlie. What are you talking about, innit? Stop that.
No, he knows it's the truth. Charles loves them teams there, mate. Zola is not in the same breath as Omri. Flo was nowhere near Burkamp, please. Nah, he's rage baiting, bro. Don't worry about that, man.
Yeah, but I think
Dave,
you'd have
like
to
I said,
change that anyway.
I
You'd
said
switch
these
that.
kids, man.
But you'd have
Dave's
to switch
become a
that anyway,
troll.
wouldn't you? And compare Zola to Burkamp and Flo to Omri. Like, if you're going to
I'm
compare
trying
the
to
two.
work out this name. What is that? Honor Suffersly well. What is that?
You got to be careful, bro, because sometimes it could be something, innit? Have you seen, man, how many times Robbie and that got done on AFTV and Ty and that when they read the things out, innit?
Oh, they read out that porn star, innit? Adriana Chachik to Ty about, oh, do you think after the good Euros she's had for whoever, do you think Arsenal should sign her, innit? And he was like, yeah, she's great.
Who?
They always get them in them super chats.
Yeah, of course they do. Them super chats are unreal.
Right,
Everyone
guys,
speaking
and if
about
you
chat.
haven't liked and subscribed,
Yeah,
if you're subscribed and you haven't liked, go ahead and do that, man. It's been a good show.
I think
I
most
told
people.
you it's better than Norman, Defoe and Crouch. Oh, Dave, man.
Dave, stop with this slander and this banter, man. Let's talk about let's talk about Roy Keane. What do you reckon, Charles? Declan Rice better than Roy Keane as an overall player?
I don't know, man. You can't really compare
Oh,
them.
disrespect.
Do you know what? I'll tell you what, yeah? Do you know the one thing that's stopping Declan Rice? Like, the one thing that I would love Declan Rice to have, yeah?
I reckon he
That
scores a screamer
nastiness,
against.
bro. That nastiness, that, like, he ain't nasty, man. Like, you look at the Vieiras, the Gerrards, the Keanes, mate, they all had that bit of, feistiness, nastiness about them. Like, even Lampard, mate, like, he was
I
scoring
agree.
against West Ham. They've been giving him grief. He'd be celebrating in front of fans. Like, Declan Rice is getting booed upon booed upon booed, like slated by West Ham fans. Still wants to be nice. Like, I feel like centre of the park, top player. You want that aggressiveness, that nastiness. Like, Roy Keane had everything, and I think that's the one
to be honest,
thing missing from Declan Rice's game.
I was only joking about the Roy Keane thing, just trying to get back at Dave. But listen, it's been a great show. We've touched on some great things.
Guys.
Thanks for everyone who's watched. Listen, guys, if you're watching this on a replay, we need some comments on the replay to help it, the algorithm, push it out even more. So please, if you can, drop some comments in the replay.
Like button as well. I think we got some
Smash
good
that like button
from this one as well, Dan. We need to clip this up, mate. Some good chat.
Yeah,
mate.
100%. I want to say thank you to Charlie for coming on.
You might as well. You every Monday, Charlie's here, mate. That's it.
Yeah, and listen, we've got a new show coming, guys. That's called Take the L. This Thursday, we're gonna have a Chelsea fan on, a Man United fan. Me and Dan, possibly Charlie. We're not sure yet who else might come on, but we've got a Chelsea and a Man United fan.
We'll see, man. My relationship's getting bits at the minute because of this. So
yeah.
I meant to be working.
You know what it is? At least you can turn her phone on and see you live, mate. She knows where you are.
That's a good point, innit? I might tell her.
True, innit? Spy on you. Dave, listen, like I said, Thursday, hopefully at some point you can jump on the show. We're going to have a show, probably going to start around 9 o'clock. It's called Take the L, and we're going to have a Chelsea fan on. We've got a Man United fan on. Hopefully Dave can join us. But yeah, everyone, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. May help us get to that 1K subs. Big game coming up soon. We'll see you.
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Go and check all our other stuff. We've got shorts, videos, everything, man. So please show some love, show some comments, drop some likes, and thanks for watching. Peace out, my guys.
Cheers, boys. Good show. Take it easy.